It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Oh, beautiful rising, y'all. I hope y'all are having an amazing day, collective. It is the last day of June, y'all. Child, this month is officially halfway over. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. Let's see where we checking in from. I'm going to pull up my other phone in a minute, y'all. See who I got in the comments. Let's get my Palo Santo burning in these streets. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's supposed to rain here today, y'all, which I actually love. I like rainy days, especially in the afternoon. That's some good nap weather now. We can always use a nap or two, y'all. It's crazy, y'all. I have napped more in the last 2 weeks than I have probably in the last 10 years, y'all. I cannot even lie. Like, I cannot even lie. But I feel like it's just that time. It always gets to a point in your spiritual journey and your walk where you tired, like mentally, physically, spiritually tired. All right. This has been a lot of healing, child, going on, a lot of healing. Woo! So I've been literally napping every day, y'all. And I love it. I love to have the ability to nap. That's what God say. All right, because some people ain't got the ability to take no nap in the middle of the goddamn day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a beautiful morning, y'all. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. Your daily astrology. Jupiter in Leo, y'all. 12 years of expansion. Everything lost, it's going to be returned, y'all. It will be returned, y'all. Let's talk about it. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning, y'all. All right, your daily astrology, June 30th, y'all. Grand Rising. All right, Grand Rising, y'all. So get ready, y'all, for a massive shift in your love life. Oh, y'all, that's crazy. Well, my king just text beautiful rising love. I told you. Look, the sun. I cannot, y'all. The sun. All right, y'all. So get ready for a massive shift in your love life. All right, today the planet of luck and expansion, y'all, which is Jupiter, all right, is moving out of emotional Cancer. And I'm going to tell you, if you have significant, carrying connections at the split with the throat chakra, all right, y'all, somebody, you're going to get some communication today. All right. See, Cancer, if you have significant Cancer placements, y'all, you've been really emotional, right, over these last 12 years. Thank you, love. Thank you. All right. You've been really emotional, right, over these last few years simply because of the astrology of what's been taking place, right? So now, as you are now beginning to move, y'all, Jupiter is moving out of this emotional Cancer and is bursting, child, into Leo, all right, passionate Leo for a 13-month state. All right, but this expansion period, y'all, is 12 years, right? But Jupiter will be in Leo for 13 months, y'all. All right, so you got to understand expansion and growth. You're setting yourself up now, 13 thumbs up, right? What did I say? 13-month stay. Don't ever make it up. Just look at the numbers. Hello, right? Don't ever make it up, right? Just look at the numbers. Hold on, y'all. Let me respond to my love. Hold on. All right, y'all. So let's see what we got going on, y'all. All right, so let's talk about it, y'all. So now that you understand, right, this move that is taking place, right, the vibe is shifting, y'all, from seeking safety to demanding the spotlight, y'all. That's what Leo does, right? It's time for grand gestures about what it is that you want in your life, y'all. This is unapologetic self-expression. Unapologetic, y'all, self-expression. What does this mean? Stop apologizing for who you are and just be that, right? Don't apologize for who you are. Just be that, right? Thank you, love, for the gold coin, right? So now you got to understand, y'all, Mercury goes retrograde in Cancer today, right, at 154, while Jupiter is bringing the heat, y'all. Mercury is asking us to slow down our communication, right? You might feel nostalgic or hear, right, even from an ex, y'all. Think before you text. Focus on emotional honesty over quick replies, y'all, because the energy is fast moving energy. And a lot of times, y'all, people from your past want to come back. And because you're feeling this Jupiter in Leo energy, guess what? It's your expansion. It's your expansion. And they know that you are expanding, y'all. The only time people from your past come back up is when you growing. Hello. Right? When you growing. So now you begin to grow. And now you got all of these leeches coming back. Right now, everybody want to know what's going on. God is going to block you. Why? Because you got abundance, y'all. I could never make it up. Garden and the gate, back to back. Right? Somebody, you're going to be locked away. God is going to tell you when to come out of this gate. Why? Because you got blossoming abundance, y'all. I could never make it up at the bottom of the day. All right. So you got to understand, y'all, this Jupiter expansion is bringing you luck. And this luck is going to last for years to come. So don't be fooled, y'all, by people that's just trying to come back around because they know that you are expanding, right? This Jupiter in Leo energy is saying that, you know what, it's time to move on, but you can't take everybody with you now. All right. So remember, y'all, you might feel nostalgic, but don't be fooled, y'all. You got to watch for significant change. All right. You got to watch for change. All right. It says the powerful full moon opposes the sun in Cancer, highlighting the balance between our emotional needs and our adult responsibilities, right? It's a reality check, y'all. What needs to mature and what needs to be released, right? That is what this energy is. What? Adjacent possibilities, right? See, there are a lot of doors that are opening for the collective, but God is saying be patient right now. Why? Because somebody, you got to figure out your path and you might need to walk away. Hello. Somebody, may your spiritual path is blocked. Maybe you still trying to figure out what it is that God is calling you to do, but you got to walk away first, y'all. Many people be afraid to walk away, and then you want to know where you going. Well, God say, I can't tell you where you going until you walk away. Hello. Somebody, you got to walk away, right? So that you can get clear direction from God, y'all. All right. So there's a reality check that's taking place, y'all. All right. Especially today, because this full moon in Capricorn, our energy is really saying, look, what we doing here? Right? Like, what are we doing, y'all? It's about expansion. It's about growth. All right. So what this means, y'all, is today is a beautiful paradox, right? Jupiter in Leo wants you to be loud, proud, and playful, right? But Capricorn full moon demands that you take commitments seriously, right? Commitments are serious, right? Commitments are, I'm going to come in, right? Anxiety, daughter romance in the reverse. Somebody, you worried about your love life, right? But God said you got to let go of the anxiety. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, you got to look at everything has to be balanced. See the magician in the mirror? Right? That's fire and water, right? It gives me temperance energy, right? Everything has to be temperate, y'all. You can't always ask people to do stuff for you, but then you don't never want to do nothing for them, y'all, right? So you got to be able to examine that, right? That's balance here, right? So let's talk about it, y'all. All right. So with this energy today, y'all, you should use this, right? If you're single, put yourself out there, all right, with this Leo confidence, right? But use Capricorn discernment, y'all, to choose partners who align with your long-term goals, right? If you are coupled up, plan a fun, over-the-top date night, y'all, but also make time for grounded conversations about a shared future. Because what we doing? That's stupid, y'all, right? Who got a birthday? I got a birthday. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday. I saw Rita saying something about a birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, Empress. Yes, it is. We talked about it over the weekend. Yeah, Danica. Yeah. Happy birthday. And you have beautiful birthday energy. So I love it. I love it. And April. Oh, okay, awesome. Happy birthday, April. Happy birthday, y'all. So let's get into this energy, y'all. All right, so listen up. All right, this is about conversations about a shared future. You got to be able to sit down, y'all. With Jupiter in Leo, you should be able to sit down with your partner, your spouse, whatever, and say, what does the future look like, right? And it doesn't mean that you're harboring on the future, but there has to be one, y'all. Like, you just can't be living willy-nilly with no damn plan for the future, y'all. So let's talk about it, y'all. The overall vibe is bold, It's reflective and it's transformative, y'all. All right. It is a day of big feelings and important relationship milestones. So if you have to ask yourself something, y'all, with Jupiter entering Leo, how are you planning? What did I tell you? How are you planning to bring more fun, more passion, more playfulness into your love life, into your relationships, into your life? Hello. Let's get into the energy, y'all. Welcome to the live. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Look, y'all, it came out. Anxiety. All right, that was the pre-shuffle. We just saw this in the pre-shuffle, y'all. All right, anxiety is represented by the number 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is wisdom, y'all. Yeah, envy. All right, damn, envy. All right, divine feminine, you feeling some type of anxiety, but you also got envy around you, and I don't feel like that's your energy. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, woman holding a coin, child, stop playing, y'all. So collective, the divine feminine energy, you are feeling a level of anxiety, but I also feel like this is projection. You got people around you who are envious, y'all, because you over here holding a whole coin. That thing says woman holding a coin, y'all, 42. All right, somebody, you could be 42 years old. That's 6. 6 is harmony, right? So you're bringing about a balance and harmony in your own life, and it's creating some type of envy, y'all. Let's get one more on my device. Oh, girl, stop playing. Who this? Your damn man? Oh, girl, you are a hoe. Okay, y'all. Oh, but anxiety is here again, y'all. Stop playing. 3 cards out back to back. 2 of the top twin flame cards in this deck, but anxiety is still in the upright. Stop playing, y'all. All right, y'all. Somebody, you got some type of anxiety going on. All right, and I'm hearing God say, be anxious for nothing. Anxiety is clarifying anxiety. But when God has told you there are certain things that are taking place in your life, you got to release the anxiety. All right. So somebody, there's a healing that's taking place. Here, I can't even get it out, y'all. Welcome to retrograde. Thank you, Miss Siobhan. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. Thank you, chosen one. So somebody, you got people around you, envy, woman holding a coin, yin yang. Someone, they envy your balance, y'all. See, yin yang is the divine feminine who has now been able to realize her masculine and feminine balance. See, yin yang is a balancing of the energies, and you have to become in balance before you can call in your divine partner, y'all. Woman holding a coin, yin yang, you balance, y'all. And there's a healing that's taking place as well. But anxiety is here twice. What's healer of the ages? Let's get another one for this row, y'all. Walking away, girl. All right, y'all. Walking away because somebody's throat is blocked. Hello. The 5th chakra is in the reverse, y'all. So somebody, you or someone in your energy is not communicating. Somebody's not communicating, or you have stopped communicating with people, or there's a blockage in someone's throat chakra. But healer of the ages is here as well, but so is walking away, y'all. So somebody, maybe you had to walk away. Oh, girl, you got, child, somebody got a bunch of blockages, child. Now I got the throat chakra reverse, as well as the crown chakra reverse. This is your ability to listen to God, y'all. Somebody, thank you, love. I feel like, thank you, Sin. I feel like the people around you, this is the envy, y'all. Most of this is divine feminine energy. I'm not getting masculine energy yet. Divine feminine, you have been in a lot of anxiety because people have been projecting a lot of envy on you because of who you are. Somebody you're nurturing, you're caring, you're balanced. And I feel like you have walked away. Like when you walked away from anything in your life that is not a representation of who you are becoming, guess what? People started projecting, y'all. So this double anxiety that you are feeling is because people are trying to block, or either you block something. We got to clarify what these blockages are. The throat chakra is in the reverse, but the 7th chakra is in the reverse too, which is your crown. All right, let me get one more. Oh, that is too many. We're not getting all them. Hold on. Just give me one and then we'll get a side 3, child. Why are you trying to give me all of them, y'all? All right, give me one. There we go. Journey is in the reverse. I knew it. Somebody been trying to block your journey, divine feminine. That's what this is. Look, and your divine contract. Contract, y'all, is at the bottom of the deck with the world. Hello, right? And then the 4th chakra. Somebody been trying to block your chakra system, y'all. Now the heart chakra is in the reverse. Somebody, you have a divine contract. June 29th. That was yesterday, right? 629 is out here, June 29th. All right, someone, you could be 38 years old. Somebody is trying to get you in your head, y'all. Attachment. Somebody wants you to overthink what it is that God is doing in your life right now, y'all. Somebody, you got an attachment from somebody who is trying to make you overthink what it is that God is showing you. Look, not a second chakra is in the reverse, y'all. This is a spiritual attack on somebody's chakra system. And that's why you could be in anxiety, y'all. Like with double anxiety out here, no the fuck wonder. Right? No wonder. Shit, the heart is in the bottom again, blocked. Man holding a coin in the reverse. Somebody, you got an ex or somebody who is envious of you because they are not like you. Now, this doesn't have to be a man, y'all. This could be another woman. Take it how it resonates, because you could be a man and there could be another man. So somebody, I'm just going to say it this way. You have somebody around you who is not like you, and they are very envious, and they are trying to send every type of blockage they can to your chakra system. And that's why you're feeling this, y'all. Envy is here, right? Woman holding a coin, y'all. Somebody, ooh, girl, what we got going on this morning, y'all? Well, damn. How we feeling today, y'all? Child, let me know in the comments. What had happened? I just woke up. What is going on today, y'all? Double tap the screen, y'all. I got 112 people watching, but only 36 thumbs up. If that is going to be that way, it's going to fuck up the algorithm, y'all. You cannot have over 100 people watching and you don't like it. So if you don't like it, then please just drop off. All right, because you're messing things up. If you need to like it, double tap the screen, dot, right? And then we can continue. All right, somebody, woo, child. Somebody wanted you in your head, y'all. The thinking woman in the reverse, right? With attachment. Somebody has been holding on to you, y'all. This is your second chakra, which is your sacral. So I'm going to tell you this, y'all. You probably had sex with this person. I'm just going to tell you, because that's sacral energy, y'all. And sacral energy is passion, creative. So whoever this person is, it's like they know that you are expanding, y'all. See, Jupiter is about expansion. Jupiter in Leo means that, number one, the next 13 months is going to be significant to the expansion of the collective. This is about money. This is about contracts, y'all. This is everything in your life expanding, right? So when you understand that, people know that your life is about to take off, y'all. So now you're walking into this Jupiter and Leo expansive energy, and somebody, you are feeling anxious. But the anxiety is an attack on your chakra system so that you won't take this journey, y'all. Somebody wants you to lose faith and hope. Is what I'm hearing God say. Somebody wants you to lose faith and hope in what it is that God has told you you are becoming, your life, y'all. But somebody wants you to lose hope, y'all. Journey is in the reverse, but they're trying to block your chakra systems, y'all. So somebody, you haven't been happy, you've been anxious, you ain't been able to sleep. We got to see who this person is, y'all. Well, damn, we starting off hot and heavy this morning, y'all. Welcome to the live. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. Welcome to Queen of Kings guidance, y'all. Where behind every king is his queen, y'all. That's us, the divine feminine. Of course, our kings are the divine masculine. I don't talk to peasants. y'all. I only talk about kings. So if you think I'm going to talk about your ex that drug you, that's not going to happen. But I am about to tell you who is spiritually attacking you and why. Hello. You won't get no karmic shit out of me, y'all. I feel like that's low vibrational, but I am about to tell you who attacking you. Yeah, somebody, see, this person wanted to possess you, y'all. Like that thing says undue possessive energy that grips, that claims you. Somebody felt like they were entitled to your energy, y'all. And I feel like you've broken away from this person, but it says entitlement without foundation, attachment without invitation. This energy latches on where it has no claim. A stranger, casual friend, co-worker, new love interest, a family member, somebody, this could be any of these people or all of them, shit, right? Not seen in years. And then all of a sudden, suddenly, their presence looms to be close. What did I say, y'all? This is the energy astrologically. Don't let people come back, y'all. Because they sense your expansion. Somebody senses your expansion, y'all, and they trying to come back. Somebody is trying to possess your energy. And that's what you got to understand, y'all. Your energy is your greatest commodity. People don't give a fuck about you. It is your energy. So people will come around you to possess your energy so that now they can increase their own abundance off of your energy. Double tap the screen, y'all. I got 101 people watching with 56 thumbs up. I don't know if these things be bots, y'all, or what, because how in the hell? All right, but double click the video or double tap the screen, y'all. All right, so it says their presence looms too close. Their expectations too heavy. It demands priority it never earned. Reacts to boundaries as betrayal. Somebody, let me tell you something. Anytime you set boundaries with people and they act like you did something to them, that's this type of energy, right? That's this type of energy, right? And they must be monitoring spirits, y'all, because they ain't no damn bots. Those are people that's watching, monitoring, but they won't even double tap the screen because they're monitoring spirits. It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. It says new love interest, a family member, y'all. And why? Because these people, y'all, they want you to react, right? They want you to react. So you put boundaries in place and then all of a sudden you did something wrong. It says be wary. Are they drawn to you or are they trying to consume you? Firm boundaries is key, y'all. So whoever this person is, y'all, it's somebody you set boundaries with. And now they mad, y'all. They sitting over here in this envious ass energy because you woman holding a coin. Somebody you could be in a twin flame dynamic with the yin yang card out here. And this person is envious, y'all. They're trying to keep you stuck in your head. They're trying to block your creativity. Somebody, it could be a coworker, somebody you work with, y'all. It says coworker, smiling backstabber. They pretend to be an ally, but whisper behind closed doors, stepping over you to climb higher. From them, you learn that not all team players play fair, and loyalty in the workplace is often nothing more than an illusion. Somebody, 1, 2, 3, 4, y'all. Put 1, 2, 3 in the comments. We got 100. Oh shit, 130 now, y'all. Double tap the screen. Somebody, you got to watch these coworkers. You got coworkers or people around you who are trying to possess your energy. Somebody, this is a religious leader. A religious leader, y'all. It says preaching salvation while indulging in sin. Let me tell you, y'all, and this is the part that I cannot stand. And then they want sympathy, y'all. Then they want sympathy. Somebody, this could be a child or a parent, because then they always want sympathy, y'all. Y'all know these are the biggest ones. Them damn religious leaders, wolf in the pulpit, all these damn church folk. Somebody, you got church folk around you. And they always over here trying to preach what you should be doing, and their whole life is a sin. So why the hell do you listen to these people, y'all? That's the only thing that pisses me off. People are people. I don't give a fuck about people. I pissed off at the chosen who decides to listen to somebody just because they put on a collar, just because they put evangelist or prophetess or pastor in front of their name. Now all of a sudden you want to trust a motherfucker who is still a wolf, because guess what? A wolf is still a wolf. And you know by the fruits that they bear. You know by the shit that comes out their mouth. You know about the degradation, y'all. You know that. Yeah, you still try to honor these people, y'all. You stupid. Because now somebody, you got these people over here seeking sympathy, a wolf in the damn pulpit, co-workers, people who are trying to possess your energy, and now you feeling all of this anxiety. Why? Because you don't believe the person that's doing it is really the one that's doing it. Hello. That's what God just said. Somebody, the only reason you in anxiety is because you in denial about who is attacking you, y'all. This is a spiritual attack. It's too early to be talking about spiritual attacks, but this is exactly what this is. And it's on somebody's nervous system to cause you anxiety, y'all. But let me tell you, you ain't anxious when you aware of who is attacking you. All you got to do is admit that shit. Somebody, you need to admit that you are being attacked by people around you. And whether it's a coworker, right? Whether it's people who want to possess your energy, right? Whether it's a religious leader, whether it's your family, but all of it is so that you can keep showing them sympathy. Sympathy, y'all. It says not all cries for help seek healing. Some seek control. Somebody, you being controlled and manipulated by somebody's tears. Best friend is at the bottom of this deck. Somebody, this could be a best friend of yours. I'm going to tell you, y'all, it says not all cries for help seek healing. Some seek control. This energy drapes itself in sorrow, infusing guilt into the hearts of those who listen. It drains rather than replenishes, feeding on compassion until the well runs dry. Y'all, this is like being in an abusive relationship and then the person bring you flowers and now all of a sudden you okay. It's not okay, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all. 124 people watching with 70 thumbs up. If you are enjoying the content, please double tap the screen, because if you do not, it messes up the algorithms, right? And at some point, I'm just going to start doing these for subscribers only, because my subscribers, I'm sure, have double tapped the screen, y'all. These be the looky-loos. All right. So somebody, you got to understand, somebody, you get into it with these people and then they go crying. And then you go coming back and you feeling sorry because whoever this people is, they are sympathy seekers, y'all. And they run on your ability to continue to show them compassion. Be mindful. Are you offering support, or are you being lured into an endless rescue mission? Somebody stop running in the fires to save people that don't want to be saved. I'm hearing, can't save her. She don't want to be saved. Can't save her. She don't want to be saved. People don't want to be saved. Somebody, you a fireman. Somebody, you could be an EMT. I'm seeing a police officer. It's like somebody you running to save people who really don't want to be saved. And you being sent on a false rescue mission. Somebody, you could have been military. It says how to tell. Are they willing to help themselves? When you lend a hand, suggestion, or a resource, or is it a plethora of buts? I can't, and you just don't understand. Somebody, you got to stop trying to save people, because people are actually attacking you. It is the same people or person, y'all, that you are trying to save that's literally attacking you. All right, y'all, let's clarify this energy, child. I'm afraid. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Welcome to the live, y'all. All right, welcome to the live. Somebody, you got double anxiety, but somebody is in envy, right? So I want to clarify envy. All right, what is this envy energy? Hold on, y'all. I heard another deck. All right, y'all, what's envy? Clarify envy. Somebody, you could be born on the 20th. What's envy? Ooh, child, I got hot all of a sudden, y'all. Look, backstab. I told you. Somebody, you got a backstabber around you. This person right here is stabbing you in the back. Y'all, look, I can't never make it up. Look, this person got a knife in their hand. Literally the same person, y'all. Somebody, this could be a man or a friend of yours, right? If you are a male, this could be a friend of yours. But the knife's still in their hand, y'all. Somebody wants to possess your energy. That's all it is, y'all. Somebody just literally wants to be you at this damn point. Why? Because you finna go viral. I don't know who this message is for. That thing say going viral, y'all. I just flipped over the damn card. Somebody, woo, girl. But what I hear is expansion, y'all. See, that's what this Leo energy is. Leo, right, and Jupiter for the next 13 months, y'all, is overnight success. 744, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 4 is foundation. But 4, y'all, now it's protected. Somebody, you learn how to protect what it is that you are building, is what I'm hearing God say. And because you have learned to protect what it is that you are building, even when you try to trust people, even when you offer people trust, even when you offer them loyalty, y'all, whatever it is that they try to consume from you, the betrayal, the backstabbing, all of that is being returned tenfold. Somebody, that thing said going viral. Visibility is off the charts and the energy is contagious. Why? It's contagious. What is it? You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Who's that? The Isley Brothers. Stop playing. You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. Stop playing. Okay, hold on. Somebody at the bottom of the deck is living large, and behind that is wedding day, and that thing say love is love. Hello, somebody, people jealous of you. That's all this look like, y'all. Somebody, you got a nice ass car, a nice ass house. Somebody, your property overlooks some water, the lake, the mountains, y'all. People see that you finna go viral and your life about to change, y'all. That's what this is. Somebody, whatever this Jupiter in expansion energy is, it is absolutely taking you somewhere. That thing says luxury is the new baseline. They're not just dabbing in wealth. They're dwelling in it. Say that shit, God. Somebody, you about to dwell in wealth. That thing says they are dwelling in it, y'all. Somebody, you about to dwell in wealth. You finna go viral, y'all. That thing says visibility is off the charts and the energy is contagious. This moment has reach, reaction, and recognition. And guess what? Everybody that backstabbed you, they about to have to see you. Say that shit, God. I'm talking about it, y'all. So whatever this envy energy is, God say don't even worry about it, y'all. You finna be living large. Why? Because you the woman holding a coin. Yin Yang is here, y'all. So I know this is also about a relationship. That's why I says love is love. Somebody you could be in a same-sex relationship, right? Somebody you finna get married and you finna live large. Oh, live live. Okay. You about to live live, y'all. I'm talking about it. Somebody you might need to go live. Shit, I don't know, y'all. But somebody, I don't know, whoever this is, they were trying to break, like go. Child. Let's clarify. I can't even get it out, child. What is this energy? Whoo, child, y'all got me hot in here. Look, 8 of Swords. I told you, y'all. Thank you, love. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Melinda. Somebody, 8 of Swords, 1, 2, 3, y'all. Somebody wanted to see you trapped in your mind, y'all. This is mind magic. I told you. That's why all of these chakras are in the reverse, y'all. Somebody was trying to come against your mind. Let me talk about this, y'all. So one of my ladies, and I tell you, I don't follow many readers, y'all, because people be weird and shit. So it's only a handful I follow, but one of them is Shavi Zane. I love her, y'all. She posted a video yesterday about Kelly Price. She played more clips. Now, I posted a small clip, I think, on my Discord the other week, and I took it down because I didn't like the man that delivered the message because he was stupid. But Shavi Zane just delivered a message, y'all, and Kelly Price is at the point. And everybody gets to this point, y'all, and that's why I'm going to explain it, because people think Kelly Price losing her mind. So I'm going to tell you now, y'all finna see all kind of shit in the news about Kelly Price going crazy. Kelly Price is not losing her mind. Kelly Price is at the point where you either gonna believe the church or you gonna believe God. That's it. You gonna believe the church or you gonna believe God, y'all. And you gotta understand, Kelly Price is at the point where she believes and she now understands that her sister is a witch and her husband is a warlock. And her sister set them up. Like her sister set up her and her husband to be married. But then her sister also sent her 17-year-old daughter to sleep with Kelly Price's husband. Now, Kelly Price knew that man was her husband. Kelly Price, I know that man ain't my husband. She said, I know that man ain't for me. But now she is understanding spiritual attacks, y'all. And the church don't speak about that. The church don't talk about spiritual attacks. The church say that the devil after you, instead of saying that your sister, your niece, and your husband after you. And that is why people stay around toxic ass family, because y'all say the devil after you. It's not the devil. It's your mama, your sister, your husband, right? It's not the devil, y'all. And when you keep talking about the damn devil, you're not giving credit to the people that are doing that shit, y'all. So Kelly Price, y'all, everybody talking about what? She trapped. 8 of Swords, y'all. 8 of Swords. She's not trapped. But let me tell you the mistake that Kelly Price is making, y'all, right? The mistake she's making is she still hasn't chosen her identity. Say that, Rita. She has not chosen her identity. Why do I say that, y'all? Because Kelly Price sat on that same video and talking about, and I'm going to plead the blood of Jesus over all of them. Y'all, this is the blood of Jesus. We don't plead the blood of Jesus, y'all. That's stupid. That's a sacrifice, y'all. See, the same stuff that y'all talk about, right, in spiritual streets that's bad is the same shit y'all do in the church. Why would you need to drink somebody's blood, y'all, as a symbol of anything? Why? Right? Why would you need to take communion and drink visually somebody's blood and eat of their flesh if that is meant for you? Why would you need to do that? That's a sacrifice, right? But y'all that's a vampire, right? Think about it that way, y'all. That is a vampire. Right? So now everything that they told you is evil, right? Your ass is over here drinking, but you drinking Jesus' blood. I'm not drinking no damn body blood. That's stupid. I am nobody's vampire. Hello, Ace of Swords. That's the fucking truth. Hello, split the deck. Y'all want some truth? Understand that's the truth. Why are you a vampire? Why are you over here drinking and eating flesh and blood and stuff? Like, what is wrong with you, y'all? But then you want to come in the spiritual streets and say that we do weird shit. I bet I ain't drinking nobody blood and eating no flesh. I'm just saying, the fuck we got going on here, y'all? Stop playing. I am not a look. I am not a cannibal. I am not Hannibal Lecter. What are we doing here, y'all? So somebody, I'm telling you, you got to understand what all of this is. So yeah, people feel like Kelly, whatever name is, Kelly Price is losing her mind. She just got to choose a side, y'all. You can't be over here talking about I plead the blood of Jesus over vampires. Because if you saying that your husband and your sister is a witch and a warlock, you finna give them the blood that they need to keep attacking you. Hello, that's a message for somebody. You are going to give them all of the ammunition they need to attack you because you are not believing in the fact that you ain't got to be around none of them. Hello, walk the fuck away. People cannot attack you unless you continue to try to prove yourself. At some point, stop fucking talking because now you look crazy, y'all. That they getting what they want. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, Akista. All right. So I'm telling you, y'all, you got to understand when you start running your mouth, people going to say you crazy. You see people for who they are and don't say nothing. Hello. You ain't got to call people crazy. They know what they doing, y'all. And all they want you to do is keep speaking about it so that way people think you crazy. That's all it is, y'all. That's mind manipulation. 6 of Cups. Say that shit. 6 of Cups, y'all. So somebody, I feel like you have a history with whoever this person is, y'all. But this could be family, y'all, with the 6 of Cups or somebody you've known since childhood. And whoever this person is, y'all, they're trying to trap you. 8 of Swords, hopeless, defeated, mental illness. What did I say? Fearful, y'all. But you have the truth. But when you know the truth, y'all, then you have to act accordingly. All right. So somebody, you now recognize the truth of who been coming against you. 4 of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody, this is another feminine energy. Like this is the same sex coming against. I'll say that. So if you are a man, this is a man attacking you. If you are a woman, this is a woman attacking you, y'all. This is something that it is the same sex is what God is saying. But this person is attacking you because they want to keep you in your mind about the truth of who you are. They're envious, y'all. Like all of this is simply based on envy, and they're trying to block your chakras. That's the maybe you walked away from this person. Clarify walking away. Maybe you're not talking to this person, y'all. What is this energy? 9 of Cups. Yeah, you started making yourself happy, y'all. Like you walked away and you started making yourself happy, y'all. This, y'all, 9 of Cups is still about fame. And hosting, y'all, this card says hosting. Remember, y'all, when we keep doing the career readings, host keeps coming out. I'm telling you, y'all, somebody, you're an influencer or you're some type of host and your shit gonna go viral. It says wish fulfillment, popularity, y'all. Look, 7 of Cups, because you made a decision. See, the 7 of Cups is the only card that flew out in reverse. Somebody, you are no longer confused. You are no longer confused, y'all. Like you're no longer giving over to somebody's option. Look, 5 of Cups. Somebody wanted to see you hurt. What is this energy? Clarify the 5 of Cups. Somebody is now in their own 5 of Cups. Y'all, say that, y'all. This was a trauma bond. Somebody, you got a trauma bond. We teaching on that next week, y'all. All right. So next Thursday on the Discord, y'all, we're going to have a session on trauma bonds. All right. Because many of y'all are in relationships and not just love. Your family, y'all, your friends, people you've known forever. These are trauma bonds, y'all. This is what this is. The 5 of Cups is grief and trauma. With the High Priestess, somebody intuitively you knew that this wasn't right or that there was some type of trauma bond and you walked away, y'all. The High Priestess, somebody, maybe you pull cards on it. Shit, somebody, you might be a reader. And that's why this viral stuff keeps coming out, y'all. Like somebody, you begin to start pulling energy on motherfuckers. Because I do it all the time. Hello. Don't you? I'm sorry. Am I the only one that does that? Fuck no, I'm not the only one that does that. Y'all know if you are a high priestess, what you do? You go to your goddamn deck and you say, God, the fuck we got going on here with these people. And when God shows you what you do, walk away. Hello. You walk away, y'all. So somebody, you went to your goddamn deck. I don't even care if you just read for yourself, y'all. You walked away. And now these people are in the 5 of Cups, y'all, because you got the clarity and the truth about what they were trying to do. And all they were trying to do is stop you from being a goddamn star. I could never make it up. Hello. Y'all, the damn star. The star. I told you, going viral, y'all. Like whoever these people are. And I'm saying people, y'all, because I feel like it is a group of people, y'all. A group of people, right? And you got to understand. I love it. I love it. Yes. She's talking about, yep, I show ass and the cards reveal. Y'all, your cards will always reveal. All right. I'm actually working on the final edits on my Teach Me Tarot. All right, session 1, y'all, and that will be available on the website to purchase by the end of the week. It is a 4-hour class, y'all, of how to read the basics of tarot and numerology. It will be on the website to purchase. All right, you stream it, you watch it in your own time, take notes and all of that. It comes with homework, it comes with assignments. That will be available to purchase on the website by Friday. Teach Me Tarot session 1. All right. The star is here, y'all, right? So you got to understand. You look, I just heard God say, lean not to your own understanding and just fucking ask me. 757, y'all. See, 7 is spirituality, 5 is change. But y'all be trying to trust other people other than your own inner guidance, y'all. God is giving you inner guidance to get whatever information you need. You just got to trust God and stop thinking everything's scary and bad. That's stupid, y'all. Right? Ain't nothing. That's why people don't want y'all to pick up a deck of tarot cards, y'all, because it's gonna give you way more information than they ever wanted you to see, y'all. February 17th is out here. All right, I got 64 and 46 as well, y'all. So somebody look, Queen of Cups. I love it, y'all. I don't know why these people are so bothered by you, right? But I'm talking about it. You sipping your tea and you are unbothered, y'all. I feel like I got to get my tea deck. What the hell is going on this morning, y'all? Hey, speaking of, y'all, I'm going to be live on TikTok at 1:11, y'all. All right, we're going to do afternoon tea on TikTok at 1:11. I was tired last night, y'all, so I ended up not going live. Y'all know y'all cannot get the lady after 7 o'clock. I be tired as hell, y'all. Stop playing. Y'all know I'm old. I'll be in the bed. So I will be live, though, today, y'all, on TikTok at 1:11 for afternoon tea. Why are these people so pressed? What is this? What's journey in the reverse? What's journey in the reverse, y'all? Somebody been trying to block your spiritual journey. Look, I could never make it up. What did I say? It's your shine, bitch. I done picked up 4 different decks, y'all. 4 different decks, and it's still about you and your light, y'all. People are jealous of your shine. It says your light irritates their demons. That's it. That's all, y'all. Like, I don't know who these envious people are that you walked away from, but my God, that's all. I feel like my grandma. My God, my God. What the hell we got going on here, y'all? So people, it says your light irritates their demons. And you over here, y'all, you sitting in the water with your little white on, you sipping your coffee, your tea, you ain't bothering nobody. But somebody bothered by you, girl. Stop playing. That thing says your shine. Your light irritates their demons, y'all. Damn, what is this energy? Look, jackpot, bitch. What did I say? Somebody, your shit is going viral. I'm talking about deck after deck, y'all, and it is the same damn energy. You going viral. Thank you, love. Thank you, Miss Siobhan. Girl, that thing say jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, and unexpected money. Somebody, you finna get a blessing. Ooh, and they peeping, y'all. Look, that thing say creeping. Look at, girl, y'all, look at the damn owl. Look at the owl, y'all. Somebody, you've been seeing a lot of birds. They've been creeping, y'all. Whoever this envious person is, they creeping, y'all, and they watching to see what's about to happen, y'all. Somebody, you finna hit the jackpot. Literally, that thing say winning money, get rich, inheritance, and unexpected money. Your light irritates their demons, y'all, and that's why their ass is over here. Somebody got a bad reputation, y'all. See, a lot of times, y'all, you don't even understand people. Somebody has a bad reputation. A bad reputation, y'all. And I feel like you don't even know this, y'all. This person ain't even who you think they are. Y'all know what this is reminding me of, y'all? Of somebody that you ain't seen in a long time, right? Look, Boss Daddy is at the bottom of the deck. Stop playing, y'all. That's probably why they're mad too. All right. But I'm going to tell you what this reminds me of. You know how you don't see people for a very long time? All right, especially with this bad reputation. Like somebody, this could have been a friend from like high school or somebody you ain't know for a very long time, right? And then it's like y'all come back into each other's lives, right? But now it's like you and this person getting to know each other. They see you as the Queen of Cups, y'all, with the damn star, right? So now all of a sudden this person is envious because it's kind of like, well, damn, what the fuck, right? But let me tell you, everybody has choices to make. And I don't give a fuck. Whoever this is, you got a choice to make. That's on them, y'all. But they trying to block your journey. Yeah, and they ain't got no facts, y'all. This person holding a grudge against you. And I don't know what you ever did or if you've done anything, y'all. Hey, double tap the screen, y'all. Let's get us over 100 thumbs up. All right, we got 142 people watching. Please double tap the screen. All right, so this person is holding a grudge against you. It says never has the facts, make shit up and lies. And I heard imaginary grudge, y'all. Right? I heard imaginary grudge because I don't feel like you've done anything to this person, y'all. This person already had a damn bad reputation. Hell, it ain't like you came in and gave it to them. They already had a bad reputation. So why the hell they mad at you? I have no idea. Oh, envy. Sorry. It's the envy, y'all. Literally, it's the envy. Somebody wanted you to just be attached to them. Maybe it's money, y'all. I don't know why do they want the collective to be only attached to them? Why did this person want the collective, or people, right, want the collective to be attached? Yeah, because you going somewhere, y'all. I could never make it up. Travel. Because you going somewhere, y'all. Somebody just wanted to travel with you. They just wanted to be around you. All right, somebody just wanted, yeah, y'all. Somebody, you could be a doctor or a photographer. All right, I heard makeup artists as well, but they just wanted to be on your coattail. Y'all, look, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody, you travel with this person. I just saw a cruise ship. Somebody, you travel. Y'all been places together. You've already traveled with this person, y'all. But this person was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm talking about it. Wanted to be in close proximity. That's it, y'all. This person just wanted to be in close proximity of whatever it is that you were building for yourself. Because you hustling, y'all. I could never make it up. When I tell you these damn cards are coming out and telling somebody whole life, y'all, you are hustling. It says making it rain, focus on money and getting it. Somebody, you focus on your money and you getting it. And these people around you, co-workers, people want to possess your energy, people who seek sympathy for making bad decisions in their life, y'all. Woo, child, let me clear some of this out, y'all. So there's a contract here, y'all, right? I got contract, the world, and the heart chakra. Whoever this person was, y'all, the contract is ended. See, the world is about endings, completion, right? So this was a contract that you had with this person, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, this could be your whole damn family. This could be anybody, y'all. But once the contract is done, it's done. All right, somebody, you passed it. That's all I can tell you. Like sometimes, y'all, we don't understand why we meet. This is what I'm hearing God say. We don't understand why we meet certain people and why we have to experience certain things in life, right? Sometimes it's just lessons, y'all. And it's literally, when I tell you, when you literally just learn the lesson, y'all, once you learn the lesson, you ain't ever got to worry about that thing again, y'all. That's how God works. Like God put certain people, places, and things in your life for you to simply learn the lesson. So let's see, y'all. There's something that is ended. I want to move these out the way, y'all. I want to look at contract, the world, and the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, y'all, in the reverse. Woo, welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. Join us on the Discord, y'all. All right, I created the Discord community for us, but we do not have enough engagement, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all got 50-something people on the Discord, and we have hosting these events, y'all, and nobody is showing up. I do this for y'all because my life is wonderful, okay? Let's be clear. My life is busy all day, every day. But I want people to be able to have something that is also for us as a collective, all right? Thank you, Naya. Naya did a wonderful job, y'all, hosting the Poets Parlor last night, all right? If you are interested in speaking, spoken word, music, whatever it is, y'all, we do that on Mondays. All right, I think this coming Monday, I'm going to invite in a special guest performer, right, as well as the collective. All right, so that'll be next Monday. Now, next Thursday, y'all, we have a trauma bonding class. All right, we're gonna talk about trauma bonds, y'all. All right, because a lot of times y'all be in relationships with people and you don't understand that that's a trauma bond, y'all. Y'all be bonding with trauma, y'all. You talk to people, right? You talk to people and you get to know them. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, if you form a relationship with somebody in your brokenness, it's a trauma bond. 9 times out of 10, y'all, because you got to be at a point of healing within yourself. So 9 times out of 10, if you got in a relationship with somebody in the midst of your brokenness and they were broken, there's a trauma bond. Now, when you begin to grow and heal, if they are meant to be with you, they are going to grow and heal as well. If they do not, then that's a trauma bond, y'all. All right. What's contract with the world? All right. What is this energy, y'all? All right. Let's get into it, y'all. Goddamn, the tower, y'all. All right, the tower, the first damn card that's coming up in the 9 of swords in reverse. So somebody, you can release whatever fear you have that's going on, y'all. See, somebody, you got a spiritual contract. And I feel like sometimes you could be up at night, divine feminine, right? Look at the moon shining through the window, y'all. See, I'm telling you, this full moon in Capricorn, y'all, is illuminating some of the fears that you had to release, y'all. See, sometimes we got to understand sudden chaos is actually showing us something about us. So there's something that you had to release. And this was a contract, y'all. This was a contract. What is contract? Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. And because you got to work on something else, y'all. Like sometimes somebody, it's time for you to work on something else or put in the work. Somebody, I feel like this could be a masculine for you as well. Because the 7 of Pentacles, y'all, yeah, 2 of Wands and come on. All right, queens. Kings and queens, welcome to the live. The divine masculine has entered the room. Hello. All right, y'all. You got a divine masculine who's working and thinking, y'all. 7 of Pentacles about what it is that they can bring you. I'm seeing a gift box. I'm seeing a wreath. Somebody, you got a beautiful wreath on your front door. All right. Somebody, you could live in like a cabin or like the woods or something. But I'm hearing God say you made a decision, 2 of Wands, to release some type of fear. Somebody, you began to write or journal. All right. Affirmations I'm seeing so that you could truly change your perspective of what was taking place. You had a heart blockage, y'all. See, the hangman on this card is a feminine energy, and that's coming up under the 4th chakra, which is the heart blockage in the reverse. Hold on, y'all. Card hit the floor. Yeah, Ace of Wands, y'all. Somebody, you're gonna get a new passionate beginning. It's like you begin to follow your own passions, y'all. 8 of Cups and walked away. I keep telling you, y'all, that's that walking away energy, and it's been coming up. See, when the divine feminine begins to follow her own dreams, y'all, Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups means that I'm gonna do what it is that I need to do to make myself happy. When you begin to do what it is that you need to do to make yourself happy, then guess what? It gives your person some time to sit back and think, y'all. There's a masculine in their 7 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to make an investment, y'all. Yeah, 7 of Cups, 77, y'all. Somebody was confused as hell, y'all. Look at this man. I heard study long, study wrong, y'all. Hey, look, study long, study wrong. What is we waiting on, y'all? I'm talking about it. This joker is looking at the cupboards, He looking at the cabinets, the cupboards. He looking at everything, y'all. Ooh, child. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. The thinking woman is in the reverse. So I don't know. There is a sudden change that happened to a contract, y'all. And whether this ending, because it is an ending with the world here, right? Whether this ending is bringing in a new beginning. Oh, it is King of Wands. All right, King of Wands with a 4 of Cups and an 8 of Swords. See, you got to release this self-limiting doubts, divine feminine. You in the 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords, but you got a King of Wands. So somebody, either you're going to get a new love interest, right? Or if you want your person, right? Maybe y'all are in separation. Everybody's timeline is different, but you got to open your heart. Because I'm going to tell you, if you are single or if you have walked away and you want new love, you got to open your heart, y'all. The heart chakra is blocked. It's in the reverse. So even though one contract has ended, this could definitely be a divorce. Y'all, I got June 29th out here, which is today, 6/20. No, is that, that was yesterday. Today's the 30th. All right, so I got a King of Wands, though. Now, divine feminine, you in the 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords. So you ain't really trying to hear it, y'all. Somebody, you could be seeing feathers. All right, and you got feathers. You finna get your justice, though. Because you deserve it, y'all. That's what I just heard God say. Somebody, you prayed for this as a little girl. I'm saying like a little girl kneeling down on the floor. Like maybe Christmas was always a really significant holiday. Because I'm saying like a little girl kneeling in front of the fireplace with gifts in front of her, y'all. This is your justice. I feel like you don't even see it. And look, girl, look at you grow up. Stop playing, y'all. Look at you grow up is what God just said. Look, the little girl on the floor turns into like the young girl, right? Still on the floor, right? Turns into the lady who is sitting at the table. Somebody, you're in a transition, but you got to accept the expansion, right? You got to accept the blessing. This is a little girl to a younger girl to an older lady, and all of it is depressed. It's all the energy is, y'all. It's somebody who really don't even see where it is that God is trying to take you, but you finna get justice, y'all. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You gonna get some people who want to work with you, Divine Feminine. This could be three other women. Y'all can be working together as a group, y'all. Three of Pentacles is here. Somebody, you're gonna get your soul tribe. You really are, y'all. Yeah, look, Knight, and you finna get an offer. Stop playing, y'all. Ooh, yes, y'all. Somebody, I got the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Page of Cups. Back to back, y'all. Somebody, God says, I hear your emotions. I hear your cry, y'all. These are a lot of cuts. I hear it, right? And you're going to get it. But you got to understand you deserve it. God cannot give you what it is that you desire if you don't feel like you deserve it. You deserve it, y'all. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the fucking Page of Cups. Somebody go and pour yourself a glass of wine, because you're going to get exactly what it is that you desire, y'all. You just had to understand. Somebody, you're going to get an offer. There's a masculine in your energy that's been reading and studying. Yeah, Four of Swords, you can rest, all right? Get some rest. You need to sleep better, Divine Feminine, right? Get some rest, sleep better, because you do have a masculine energy that's coming in, y'all. King of Wands, Knight of Cups with an offer, all right? Ace of Cups is here and the Two of Pentacles. So you don't have to juggle anymore, y'all. See, look, the damn star. I told you. When you get into your star energy, y'all, that's healing. That's hope. That's happiness, y'all. 144. Right, 144. That is the chosen. That is a frequency that you begin to vibrate on. When you begin to vibrate on that frequency, then you don't have to be overwhelmed. You don't have to juggle, y'all. I told you, I done took more naps in these last 2 weeks than I have in 10 years. And I love it. I don't pack my days full of shit no more. I don't do that. Right? I get up and I give y'all my messages. I rest for an hour or two. I do coaching. I do whatever else I need to do. And I'm done. By 5 or 6 o'clock, I am not working all damn day. Why? Because I am honest. Queen of Swords. I know how to tell the goddamn truth. Right? Oh, y'all, I got the King and Queen of Swords back to back. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody is coming in who understands how you communicate, is what I just heard. The damn Star, Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords back to back. Somebody understands how you communicate. Like this person, look, y'all. Look how you, Four of Swords. I told you feathers, right? See all of them feathers laying here? This person is holding a feather in his hand. It's almost like the feather dropped from the sky. You picked up the feathers. He picked up the feather. And now both of y'all talking about, is this my person? What's going on? Because it's 8/13, y'all. That's my birthday. August 13th. Somebody, you got a divine counterpart here. Queen and King of Swords. Y'all could be both divorced or both have come out of long-term relationships where now you just want truth and honesty and clear communication, y'all. See, the King and Queen of Swords is about clear and concise communication, y'all. And yeah, and the Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to come in and communicate. I love that. This is all about communication, y'all. What does this Knight of Swords want to communicate? What's the Knight of Swords? And somebody's been, y'all, look, they want to give to your ass. Six of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody wants to give to you equally. Somebody knows that you have not always been treated fair in love, but you are a very generous person, y'all. Somebody now wants to come and give to you equally. Six of Pentacles with the fucking Knight of Wands, y'all. This person coming in quick. Thank you, love. Thank you, Alara. Somebody's coming in quick, y'all, to give to you. I feel like somebody's been, what did I say? 8 of Cups. Coming in quick, y'all, to give to you. I'm just saying, y'all. Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to communicate. Honestly, Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And the High Priestess. Back to back, bitch. Stop playing. And you already know. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and a High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Somebody you already know. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, most men hate, I shouldn't say hate, they dislike dating a intuitive woman because they feel like we know everything. But what they don't understand is we really don't. And we really don't like look at that stuff, right? Like nobody is saying, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, y'all. Like I read energy, but I don't read. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. But yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to work. 3 of Pentacles, and a damn star is back at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So this is somebody who's walking away. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles, y'all. Somebody is walking away. They got their little black suitcase and packed the fuck up, y'all. Show me the 8 of Cups. What's the 8 of Cups? Queen of Pentacles, bitch. I could never make it up. I'm sorry. Right. Queen of Pentacles is out here twice. I'm clarifying 8 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles came back out again, y'all. Somebody is coming in for your ass. That's all I can tell you, y'all. Somebody wants to let you know how they feel with this Page of Cups energy out here, y'all. What is this? Yeah, Five of Cups. Okay, so somebody, your person feels like you are hurt. You are in some type of regret. And I feel like they need to communicate to you what's really been, because I heard what's really happening, child. What's really happening? All right, y'all. Well, let's see what's really happening. I don't know, y'all. This your damn twin flame. No, stop playing, y'all. I pulled a deck out the bottom. I told you, God always tells me to look at the bottom of the deck. Anytime God say switch decks, he always said look at the bottom. Twin flame, y'all. This your damn person. Somebody wants to take you out for coffee, y'all. Somebody began to reflect, all right, on themselves, y'all. I'm seeing that me versus me card. All right, so somebody, this is your person, but they hurt you, y'all. Five of Cups is here. So you are in some type of a grief. Yeah, somebody, I told you, maybe you walked away. Finality is here, y'all, with bottled up. I feel like somebody began to keep all of their emotions inside. I'm seeing Niagara Falls. All right, Niagara Falls or a waterfall could be significant, y'all. But I feel like there was some type of differences here, y'all. It says divorce, breakup, not looking back, bottled up, illusions, keeping things inside, not opening up. Yeah, see, you walked away from this person because they wouldn't open up, y'all. But time is at the bottom of the deck. It says needing time. Now is not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes, y'all. And let me tell you, you never know when you're going to meet your person. You never know, y'all. And sometimes, all the time, I'm hearing God say, they ain't ready because neither are you, right? But God will show you your person and what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is y'all are supposed to meet, right? You go through that bubble love phase. It can last anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 months for some, right? 90 days is usually about the length, though. About 90 days, y'all are all madly in love, right? Then after that is when the two souls have to begin to grow. Now, some people cannot grow together, right? So then you go into separation and maybe years later, y'all might come back together. Some people can grow together if you are a high priestess. If you are a high priestess, right, and a queen of cups and a queen of pentacles, there's no reason you and your person should be in separation. It's not, y'all. Because if you understand what God doing in their life, then you don't walk away from your person. You might not talk to him. Y'all might not speak or spend time together as often because both of you guys need that space and that time to grow. But y'all shouldn't be like, the only time you're going to block your person and not talk to them and all of that is because it gets too much for your nervous system. This is a nervous system, y'all. You and your person share the same nervous system. Now, if it gets to the point where your person is just not fucking doing what God say do, and it's fucking up your nervous system, yeah, block that motherfucker. Because all they're going to do is watch you from behind a damn mask, y'all. Observing in mask. That's all they're going to do is watch you and keep this damn mask on. But all you got to do is walk the fuck away. So I'm going to tell you, you don't have to go into separation. You ain't got to break up with your person. You just need to know real fucking boundaries. Don't come up here with that fuck shit. That's what I heard, y'all. Influences. Soon as I said fuck shit, influences, y'all. Don't come over here with that, y'all. Others involved, third parties, intervention, and manipulation. When you begin to realize, y'all, right? When you begin to realize that there are external influences, and there always is, y'all. In a divine union, there are always third parties. And that's why it always comes out in readings. But it's not what you think. Most of y'all be talking about, oh, third parties. He done had a baby on me. He out here moving in with somebody else. He done married somebody else. Bitch, that's a peasant. That is a peasant. A real divine masculine, even though they are going through changes, they are growing, they are fucking kings. And ain't no king finna go make 3 babies, right? All on you. He done had multiple babies on you. He done all of this stuff. And you over here talking about that's my person. Is that you? Because your person is you, y'all. So are you telling me that that person is a representation of you? If that person is not a representation of you, then that's not your fucking person. Hello. And that's fine. But you got to admit that. Y'all stop coming into the comments talking about, yep, I walked away. You didn't walk away. That was never your person. Stop playing. I talk about kings and queens. Ain't nobody walking away from a real king or a real queen. You walked away from a karmic. So stop thinking about them and stop contemplating if you should go back. If you know that person done had babies on you, that person done hurt you, that person done all of this shit, and you over here talking about, but yeah, that's my person. God is not bipolar and crazy. That's just you. Hello. Thank you, Miss Siobhan. God is not bipolar and crazy. God ain't finna send you somebody that's gonna put you and manipulate you and do all of this stuff and pretending and all of that, and it's not your person. That's stupid. Now, a real divine masculine can be avoidant of his feelings and his emotions because he don't fucking understand it. He don't understand why you got a death grip on his damn heart. He don't understand why you got a death grip on his dreams and shit. That's God, y'all. That ain't got shit to do with you. Drama. All right. So somebody, I feel like you have been dealing with a masculine, though, who has had a lot of drama, y'all. This person has been observing you, but they had a lot of bottled up emotions and have been wearing a mask because of the influences around them, y'all. And you triggered this person, y'all. Why? Because you are. Your trigger is love. Hello. How do you trigger your divine masculine? Because you just keep loving them, y'all. You don't give a fuck about that. You don't. You don't send long, drawn out text messages, cussing them out, going off, texting them 17 times in one day. Who the fuck does that? Nobody does that, y'all. Those are peasants. And I tell you, y'all, most of the twin flame community in this tarot world are peasants. These are not kings and queens, y'all. These are peasants. So when they talk to you like you are a peasant. What does that mean? And you chasing and you anxious and you got all of this anxiety and he running and he this. Girl, these are peasants. We are kings and queens. Ain't no queen chased a man in her whole life. And that man is not running from you. He is running from his trauma, number one, and he is building for you. Change your fucking perspective. That man ain't running, y'all. He trying to build a whole life to support you. My king ain't never been running. That man ain't ran never since I met him. He been over there building a whole life for us, right? So when you stop listening to the low vibrational karmic shit that people teach when they say twin flames, simply because they're not with their person, they person done hurt them, they done been triggered, and they keep talking about dumb shit. Those are not real twin flame dynamics, y'all. A real twin flame dynamic, you ain't gonna hate your person. I ain't never hated my king, ever. I never wished ill on him. He ain't never drugged me. He ain't never talked to me crazy. He ain't never done none of that, y'all. I don't know who y'all be meeting. And the thing is, y'all be with people who are not your person. And then you be talking about twin flames toxic. Twin flames toxic. No, the fuck it ain't. There ain't nothing toxic about what the fuck we got going on. It is two people that learn how to heal and grow together and simply build a legacy through God. Hello. And it triggers the fuck out of you, but it also triggers the other people around you. And most of y'all listening to the other people versus the voice of God. Somebody, you and your person need to meet up. Y'all need to have a conversation, y'all. Somebody's been in a lot of pain. See, pain is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Why? Because of witchcraft. And this shit is real, y'all. All right. I'm going to tell you again, a twin flame union is a spiritual contract. This shit was written before your ass was ever born. God said, when I create you, I am going to create another person in the opposite energy, not necessarily gender. All right, the opposite energy. One will be the feminine energy. One will be the masculine energy. Now, y'all go through this world and y'all live y'all lives. And at some point, when the divine feminine begins to heal, guess what? The masculine is going to say, whoa, damn, who is that bitch over there? Oh, that's my person. Yes. And this when this shit starts. This is when this shit starts, y'all. And it is real. Why? Because people don't want to see y'all come together, y'all. Then they get to the spell work. Then they get to the negativity. Then they get to being in your ear, in your person's ear. And everybody got something to say, y'all. That's all it is, y'all. See, a twin flame dynamic is unconditional love and compassion. And it's supposed to be someone who, like me, right, speaks to other people about loving God, loving themselves, y'all. And then guess what? You get people to see magnifying glass. You get people to see who they are. If you are not a spiritual leader, teacher, or someone who is pushing the agenda of God, you are not a twin flame. And I need y'all to know that. Know that. If God ain't never told you you got to call on your life to go teach the masses, then you're not a twin flame, y'all. Go find a soulmate and live your fucking life. Stop dealing with low vibrational people. Because I'm going to tell you, I got 139 people watching. Only 39 of y'all are twin flames. There's not many people, y'all, on this journey. And everybody wants to be on these tarot readings talking about twin flame, and what you really is in a low vibrational karmic ass relationship that you need to walk away from. Because you got to understand, unless you about to teach people about this shit, then you're not on damn twin flame. That's stupid, y'all. This is an awakening. And you are a spiritual teacher, shaman, healer. And if you're none of those, which is fine, because not everybody is. Some people will go to work every day, live a wonderful life with a soulmate, have 2 or 3 kids, and understand God in y'all relationship. But you are not a spiritual leader or a teacher, then you're not on a twin flame journey, y'all. And stop listening to people. All right, somebody, your person now sees something and they want to take a risk or a gamble, y'all. It says showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. The truth is, I love you, y'all. Look at that magnifying glass. The truth is, this person loves you, y'all. Somebody wants to take a risk. They haven't really been showing their feelings, y'all, but somebody's willing to take a gamble on this, y'all. What is this energy? Yeah, I told you, somebody was mistaking you. Yeah, somebody mistook you for like not someone who they would want to be honorable with, y'all. Yeah, but then they got the signs, y'all. 11:11. Somebody's seeing the signs, y'all. They are, and now they're understanding too that a lot of people around them was trying to stop this, y'all. And that's how twin flame unions always work, y'all. It's God. You know damn well people don't want to see y'all together. I done had to tell my king that shit so many times because men don't get it, because they don't focus on that. Like a man going to work. He going to work. He trying to figure out how to pay the bills, right? 3 of Pentacles, how to make y'all good. He don't understand that his mama, sister, cousin, brother, every goddamn body, right, is against y'all shit. So now you as the spiritual twin, right, you got to be the prayer warrior, y'all. That's all it is. You got to be able to pray and say what? Somebody got to surprise y'all because they are ascending. Say that shit, y'all. Somebody got a surprise because they are ascending. All right. This is about ascension, y'all. I love it. All right. Let's see what else we need to know, y'all. All right. Let's change up the energy a bit, y'all. So as we are now in this full moon energy, all right, full moon in Capricorn, y'all, I will be live at 1:11. All right, on TikTok. All right, TikTok for your afternoon tea. All right, so that's why I'm not going to get too much into love right now, because I'll be back on TikTok later today anyway. But I want to see now, what is it that your main focus should be, right? As we get into this expansion energy, y'all, all right? As the moon, all right, is in Capricorn. Sun is in Cancer. All right, Jupiter is in Leo. This is a lot of expansion, y'all. This is growth. All right, this is growth, y'all. This is expansion. I mean, the energy astrologically is beautiful. But what you gonna do with it, y'all? And that's what I have to remind people. The energy is the energy. God is energy, right? God is simple energy. God source energy, right? So when you look at astrology, you got to understand the energy, but you also got to understand choices, y'all, right? Every choice you make, y'all, it's up to you. All right, let's get into this energy, y'all. All right, let's see what else do we need to know under this full moon in Capricorn. All right, somebody make plans on what it is that you want to do, right? Today should honestly be a day, y'all, of really planning your next move for the next 6 months. Thank you, love. You should really be planning your move, y'all, for the next 6 months, because now, shit, you ain't got much time left, y'all. Like, what is we doing? Hey, who's going to meet me in the Virgin Islands, y'all? Do not forget, all right, September 18th and 19th, the Lady Collective is taking over St. Thomas, y'all, the U.S. Virgin Islands, for the Economic Development Conference, all right, in St. Thomas, as well as just a weekend, y'all, of pretty blue water, child. All right, speak your truth. All right, speak your truth today, y'all. All right, you stay silent too long. All right, speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspective. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard, y'all. Today is about communication. All right, today is about communication, y'all. So now you got to open your mouth. Proclaim what it is that you want, and then have faith, y'all, that God can bring it in. It says it's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still, you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Somebody have faith. right? Because whatever this is that you're manifesting, when you speak about it, you break free. Literally, speak your truth, have faith, and then break free. Butterflies, y'all. All right, it says you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. The thing about the chosen one, and I always say this, y'all, it's just the one. And I know you want to take everybody with you. I know you want to take your mama, sister, cousin, brother, them. Maybe you want to do all of that, y'all, but you are being called to break free so that you can live your authentic life. This isn't always easy, y'all, but it's very necessary. And if you're going to share your true self with others, then you got to be brave, right? You got to be real and you got to be you. And then you have to trust that those who really love you, they will always be there for you, y'all. So if you're stuck in fear, y'all, you got to ask yourself why. It says you're thinking of all the things that could go wrong. But what about all the things, y'all, that could go right? Right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking. As a man thinketh, so is he, y'all. Right? So you got to make a paradigm shift in your own thinking and take some type of inspired action anyway. Take action. Look, y'all, that thing say take action anyway. Take a chance. And choice. I told you, y'all, today is about choices. It always is, y'all. It says take a chance, but you got to make the decision, y'all. 131. You got to make the decision, y'all. It says it's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance, child. When you do, you'll be rewarded, y'all, with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and it will begin to attract new results, y'all. Choice. It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide, right, which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, y'all. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice. That's right for you. Somebody, you got to stop asking people and you got to feel. God is a feeling, y'all. Your intuition is a feeling. And most people don't want to feel. So then you will go ask other people and try to get advice versus allowing the feeling, the emotion to lead and guide you, y'all. That's God. God is the feeling. God is the emotion. But many people would rather block the feeling, y'all, right? Because that takes what? A courageous heart. Say that shit. That takes a courageous heart now, y'all. All right. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. All right. So your heart always knows the way. Why? Because your heart is God, y'all. Your heart is God. So you got to understand, you got to trust it and let it lead your way. It's going to lead you to destiny, y'all. Right? It's going to lead you to destiny, whatever it is, but you got to make the choices and decisions to get yourself in a better position by what? Speaking up. Speaking up, y'all. Somebody, if you need help, you need to speak up. Somebody, if you need assistance, you need to speak up. The first card says speak your truth, and this one says speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever, y'all. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Somebody, you got to speak up and then you got to move on and you got to be happy, y'all. Somebody, you've been holding on to your truth for a very long time. And God is saying you need to make a choice because you protect it. And I don't know why you holding back is what I'm hearing. But whatever it is, God's saying you protect it. So why you holding back, y'all? It says you're being asked to protect yourself. Yeah. All right, y'all, my stomach hurting. You know how that go. My damn stomach hurt. I don't know why my stomach hurting. I already took my morning poop. Right? My morning poop come about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know why my stomach hurt. So somebody, you got to protect it. It says you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, y'all, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place, y'all. So somebody, Kyra, don't laugh at me. Right? It says speak up, y'all, and protect your energy. All right, protect your energy. What is this? Yeah, somebody, I don't know. God damn, I got to clarify this. Reach out, speak up, and speak your truth. It's out here. 3 cards, y'all, and we ain't even got but a what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 10 card spread. And at the bottom is self-doubt. So somebody, you gotta stop doubting yourself, y'all. What is this energy? All right, somebody, you gotta break through. You gotta break through a level of doubt. All right, I want to see what this is. What is this? I want to see choice. Let's clarify choice first, y'all. Somebody, you got a choice. This could be a new opportunity. All right, y'all, let's get into this, and then we will get a career reading starting at 9 o'clock. Look, y'all, choices. Somebody, you got to choose to follow your spark. Follow it, y'all. Somebody, you got a red accent wall in your house. Somebody, you could live near downtown. I'm saying like a high rise. Somebody, you could live in a high rise. Someone could be 30 years old. It says follow your spark, y'all. So somebody, there's something that you want for yourself. I'm seeing a shooting star. Y'all, a lot of red. All right, a lot of red coming out. Inner strength. Foundation. This is root energy, y'all. This is root energy. This is your foundation. 9/30, September the 30th could be significant. This is you pulling on your inner strength, y'all. Like somebody, you got to pull it in. Like somebody, you could be working on putting something together. Like I'm seeing this lady trying to put like a crib or something together. Like somebody, maybe you're trying to put something together in your house. You got that's, but it's giving me a creative spark, y'all, as well. So somebody, you got an inner strength, right, to follow some type of spark, but it's causing you to have, or asking, I should say, for you to have a courageous heart. Yeah, burdens. You got to release the burdens, y'all. Somebody, you can have a green area rug. Somebody, you've been reading a lot, and it's like you trying to figure out what direction to go. Somebody, you got a suitcase in your room with the clothes still in it. You ain't even unpacked, y'all. Stop playing, y'all. 42 is out here. Somebody, you can be 42 years old. 4 and 2 is 6. 6 is harmony. All right. So you got to create a level of harmony in yourself. Somebody on a purple bra. Don't tell. I just saw a purple bra, y'all. I'm just saying. All right. You got to release some type of burden. All right, there's burdens, and it's keeping you up at night, though. It's like you've been thinking about it a lot. It says you are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let the fear hold you back. You have the strength and the power to see through it. Now is the time to break free of your limiting beliefs. Somebody, you finna build a home, or you're going to be moving. That's what this is about. And this keeps coming up, y'all. Somebody, you are going to build a home, or it's time for you to move, y'all. It says build home, right? 51. 5 and 1 is what? Another 6, y'all. Green energy, which is grounding earth energy, y'all. Somebody, you are. It's time for you to build something of your own, right? Somebody, you can have a green accent wall, but it's time for you to build something of your own, is what God is saying. And it's coming from your inner strength. Yeah, God say, make a wish. Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing. God says, make a wish. That's it, y'all. All you had to do was make a wish. New York could be significant. I'm seeing that fountain. All right, in the what's my park, y'all? Central Park. Central Park could be significant. I'm seeing that fountain, y'all, that they have on Friends, and I know that's in Central Park. Somebody, God say, all you had to do was make a wish, y'all. That thing is the number 29 card. What's 29? 11. 11, 11, y'all. Make a wish. 11, 11, make a wish. It's 8:38, y'all. 8 is manifestation. 3 is coming together. So God is saying everything that you have wished for is coming together. You've manifested it. All you had to do was understand what you wanted, y'all. I'm going to tell you, when you stop doubting God and just put your faith right in God, then you're going to get whatever it is that you want. Look, you got to connect to your intuition. At the bottom of this deck, it says connect to your intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free, y'all, from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. Somebody, you got to ask for new insight and begin to connect with your intuition so you can get a fresh start, y'all. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tashari, are you on? Girl, you moving. I know this one of y'all message, because we've been talking about that. All right, me and Tashari been talking about it, y'all. Tashari, you finna go, child. That thing say build home, make a wish, and fresh start. Somebody, you just cut your hair. All right, somebody, you got a yellow purse. You finna get a fresh start, y'all. Somebody, you just had to make that wish. You just had to understand, y'all. Look, somebody, you had to look at your heart. See, somebody, you began to undress, right? Everything that was underneath your heart. And when you undressed it and you looked at your heart, you began to see something about yourself, y'all. Somebody, you need to go get a mammogram. Undress, y'all. 13. I mean, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is Empress energy. That's creation, y'all. So somebody, you begin to dress, uncover what is in your heart. And when you did that, you begin to really see what it is that you needed to do to heal that, y'all. And it started with you being what? Present. Because somebody, you have been stuck in lack. And that's what you had to release. Literally, you had to release that, y'all. Yeah, it says stuck in lack, right? You have all the resources you need to carry you through, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you physical limitations that you think you have. It is only ego-based fears, y'all. Your ego is fear, y'all. And that's what most people don't understand. And that's why most men have to go through an ego death before they can be in a real relationship, because your ego is fear. That's all it is. Your ego is the fear. Your ego that says it won't work, it won't happen, I won't be happy, I won't be successful. That shit is ego, y'all, because you feel like you doing it, and it ain't you, it's God. If you believe in God, then you ain't got no ego, y'all. And that's why most people do not understand really chosen ones, right? Women of God and men of God who already been initiated, because an empress who's already in empress energy, when she meets her person, is never stuck in lack. So now you understand the blessings of God come from God and not you. I am a wealthy ass woman with multiple businesses and all of this shit. That ain't me. That shit is God, y'all. And that's why I am never in a lack mindset, because I know God can get that shit and God can take that shit away. And if your ego is in the way and you feel like you doing this shit off of your strength and not the strength of God, God will break your ass down to nothing. To nothing. Somebody, you got to release. It says you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all the drama. And this is the first step to achieving it, y'all. It starts with the release. So somebody, you've been stuck in lack and you got to release it, because if you begin to feel like it's about you, somebody, it's a community. Community is in the reverse. This is the first card I got in reverse, y'all. And you almost at the finish line. Yeah, community in reverse. Somebody, you had to release your whole community of people because these people had a lack mindset, y'all. And if you have people who are in lack, it will impact you, y'all. And that's why I tell people, y'all don't understand the power of energy, which is God. Right? The power of energy, right? So if you stay around a bunch of broken ass people who ain't got shit, ain't gonna never have shit because they ain't never wanted shit, then guess what? You're gonna be in lack too, y'all, because all you're gonna do is take those people energy and it is going to come into your hemisphere, right? All up in your energy. And now you over here struggling because you stuck in lack, because you got a bunch of goddamn people around you that's stuck in lack with your ass. Somebody, you got to learn how to stand your ground. You got to learn how to stand your ground, y'all. Look, indulgence and manifest. See, I'm telling you, y'all, there's a lot of people that indulge in shit around you and you trying to manifest. God is saying that you cannot indulge in community in the reverse, right? When you got trying to manifest, y'all. So somebody, you trying to manifest something in your life, y'all, but you can't even do it because you got a community of people around you who love to indulge, y'all, like gluttony. Because I'm seeing like cakes and shit, pastries and all of this shit you ain't supposed to eat, y'all. And it's almost like you feel stuck. Hello, stuck. You feel like you stuck in a jar, right? Because you got this negative ass people around you. Somebody, you have to be awakened to divine timing. You have to be awakened, y'all, to divine timing. And awakening to divine timing says that sometimes I got to stand my ground and do what? Let that shit go. Hello. Hello, y'all. That thing says stand your ground and let it go. It says there is something you want to fight for. There is something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you. All right. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you are holding on to negativity. You got to release it, y'all, and be free. Because a lot of times we don't even understand what's stopping our timing. See, divine timing is God's timing, but you do have control over divine timing, y'all. But it starts with your stability. You got to understand, y'all, right? When you manifest in something, right? Yet you don't have the stability to hold on to or build on what you are manifesting, then you're not going to get it. Somebody, you can't be manifesting a house and you ain't got a job, right? Like, that's stupid. So you got to understand it is divine timing. Even though you have awakened, you can't be manifesting certain things in your life if you haven't gotten to a point in your 3D reality, right? So let's say you over here manifesting, you finna build a new home. What's your credit score, right? Because if some things are 3D reality, y'all, and that's why you have to understand the 3D and the 5D. You manifest in a home, but you got to work on your credit in the natural. Right? So stop being so spiritual that y'all don't understand natural, because now you over here talking, well, God, I ain't got no job. I ain't got no house. Well, you ain't got no job because you're not applying for jobs. You ain't got no house because your credit score fucked up. Right? So you still got to do certain things in your 3D reality to manifest what it is that you are praying for. Hello. So somebody run your credit report and get your ass to work. And no, don't go pay nobody no $99 to fix your credit. That's stupid. You don't need to pay people to fix your credit. You need to pull your credit report and start calling them goddamn people yourself, right? And get some of that stuff removed, disputed. Say you don't know who them people is, right? Say whatever it is you need to do and get that shit off your credit, y'all. Because somebody, you are being awakened to divine timing and you feeling stuck in life right now. But let me tell you, you got a soulmate. You got to see the big picture. And God is trying to tell you, you need to study. Hello. Somebody, you need to go back to school on seeing Black art history. Let me tell you, y'all, people that go to college, and I love y'all, but I'm going to be real because I'm the lady CPA. Hello. Let's talk education, y'all. People charging $2,000 to clean credit. Hell no, Deja. Don't y'all get them people y'all damn money. I ain't never done that shit. Even when I went through my first divorce, y'all, going through divorces fuck up your credit, y'all. Everybody knows that. Because in my first marriage, everything was in my fucking name. Because that man ain't had no damn credit. So the house, cars, everything. So when I got a divorce, I had to fix all of my damn credit all over again, y'all. So when you understand that, you also understand that it's a process and all you got to do is work towards it. Now, I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Black art history. Y'all need to stop. Unless you are going to go into education, stop majoring in the shit that y'all just feel curious about. Bitch, you got to get a education and make money. I never understood people that go get, I'm going to be an art history major and you don't even fucking paint. Right? If you gonna major in some shit like art, then you better be willing to make a profession of it, y'all. Y'all take y'all ass to colleges and get degrees and shit that you can't get no job in. Because ain't nobody hiring nobody with a goddamn Black art history major. That's stupid. I'm sorry, y'all. That's a minor shit. Right? Go minor in that shit, y'all. Ain't nobody, you ain't gonna get no damn job. Oh, I got a degree in Black art history. Girl, don't nobody care about that. I'm sorry. I had to tell somebody that, y'all, because you got to get some degrees in some real shit. All right. My bachelor's is in criminal justice investigations. My master's is in business with an emphasis in accounting, y'all. Right. My doctorate is in business administration. Get some stuff that you can get a job with. Not no damn degree in Black art history. That's stupid. I'm going to get a degree in purchasing and I'm going to be an art girl. Don't nobody care about that. Somebody, you manifesting something, but you got to be realistic, y'all. How many people ain't got no job, but they got a degree in English? Right? How many people ain't got no job? I got a degree in English, bitch. Unless you are teaching English, that ain't gonna get you no job. I got a degree in communications. Are you in social media, communications, journalists? What are you doing with it, y'all? You got to understand. Go get a damn degree that is going to give you a broad enough scope to be able to get a job. You go major in some specialized shit. Oh, my degree is in social work. Well, guess what? You can't do shit else but be a social worker. And social workers don't make no goddamn money. So I'm just telling you, you've been better off being a psychiatrist. You'd have been better off being a psychologist. Psychiatry, psychology, not no damn social worker. You ain't finna make no money with that shit. That's stupid. Y'all know I don't care. Look, be of service, y'all. Because I am someone who I love to be of service. And I tell people the God's honest truth. Y'all be over here wanting to have fun in college. I want to major in something that I like. Okay, do that shit. I bet it don't pay you nothing. And then you finna get these student loans, y'all. I hope y'all know about the new student loan laws. Y'all, these kids are going to college. I'm going to tell you, if you got, let's get into career, y'all. If you got a student that is getting ready to go to college, you need to advise your children to stay in state, number one. And honestly, if they can stay home, or if it's cheaper for your child to get an apartment in the city where you at, then do that, y'all, because student loans, they are capping parent plus loans at $20,000. I like it though, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, Trump is an asshole, but some stuff he doing is right, because we got too much student debt, y'all. Me, myself, I owe over $200,000 in student loans because I got multiple degrees, and the last one is a doctorate. Right? I got $200,000 in student loans, y'all. That technically, who the fuck finna pay that? Child, please. I ain't paying that shit. I keep that shit on IDR. I keep it on whatever I can keep that shit on, y'all. Because you end up accumulating all of this debt, honestly, for something that should have been free in the first damn place, which is education. So I got two. My son just graduated from college, and my daughter graduates next year. And I know is going to college because she wants to be a sports physical therapist, y'all. But I'm telling her already, you need to say she ain't got no choice. You're going to stay in state. And if you stay in the city, then I'm going to get her brother and her an apartment. Because I'd rather do that than to be talking about all of this damn student loan debt. Then I got to pay for housing. Then you got to pay for meals and all of that stuff. Fuck no, I ain't doing that shit, y'all. I'm not going in debt for my children's education. I'm in debt for my own education. The fuck we doing here? Let's get into career, y'all. All right, what we doing here? I ain't doing that, y'all. I am not going in debt. Nope, not gonna do it, y'all. So I told my daughter already. All right, your ass need to stay in state. And I offered her this, y'all. This might be what you want to offer your kids. I gave my daughter two choices. I said, if you go out of state, you need a full ride scholarship or you're not going. I said, if you stay in state, preferably Florida A&M University, HBCU proud, fam, you in the house. Hello. All right. Then you can go to FAM, right? But you will stay on campus. That's what I told her. I said, you will stay on campus and you will get an education. I said, however, third choice, if you stay here in Central Florida, take your ass to UCF. I'll get you and your brother an apartment. All right. You can keep your job because my daughter is already working in her profession. Shit, she's coaching gym. All right. She's majoring in sports medicine. She's a gymnastic coach, y'all. Head coach at 17 years old. So I told her, stay here. Let you and your brother get an apartment. Go to college and keep your job. And she got to decide, though. All right. Hell, look, damn, you talking about hell Wildcats. Hell no. Hell Wildcats. Hell no. All right, y'all, let's get into this career reading, y'all. But I gave her a choice, y'all, right? And I say that to say, she gets to make it. I'm not going to force her to do anything. She got three choices. Go out of state and get a full ride. Stay in state, all right, and stay on campus, or stay in the city and get your own spot. Hello. I don't know what choice she going to make, y'all. It's up to her. All right, y'all, let's get into this career reading. All right. Network. All right, there is a potential for your path. Somebody, you gonna meet somebody at a networking event. Network is here, y'all. I just realized I had to look down at the damn card. I'm like, what? All right, there's an opening that's coming for you to network at an event, y'all. Yeah, network and event. 2 doors are opening, y'all. I got 2 doors on these cards. So you could have multiple doors of opportunity opening. I got network and I got event out here as well. So you could be meeting somebody at a networking event, y'all. Yeah, partner. Y'all gonna have a partnership, y'all. Yeah, you're gonna meet somebody at an event and y'all gonna partner up. Kyra, this me and you in the Virgin Islands. This me and Kyra in the Virgin Islands, y'all. We go to the Virgin Islands for this damn summit, y'all. Look, shit me, Kyra. Fortune is at the bottom of the deck. We going to this goddamn car. Shit, I'm going to put this right on out. Fortune, y'all. So you going to go to a networking event. All right, you may meet a partner there, but there's a lot of fortune in this, y'all. Let's see what this energy is. I love it, y'all. Hello. Y'all better meet us in the Virgin Islands, y'all. We going to meet some people with some money, child. What is you talking about? We finna make some connections, girl. All right, y'all. Network is here. So somebody, you gonna meet somebody at a networking event. All right, this person could be someone that you end up partnering up with when it comes to business. Let's clarify this some more, y'all. Yeah, somebody, you're an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit. Every time I hear that, y'all. Financial freedom is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So it says a true artist lives their art. Let your life be your canvas and you will create your greatest masterpiece. I love this energy, y'all. So somebody, you could be an artist and you could be going to some type of networking event, y'all. Yeah, matter of fact, y'all, look, impatient. And that came out in the reverse, y'all. So I don't really take these in reversal, but I will say this, don't be impatient about it because it's going to happen. I think I was on social media, maybe Instagram or something the other day, y'all. And you know how they have like these pop-up live art things and you can just go like one of my old Reiki artist, a Reiki therapist, Mike, it was on his page and he is doing like this pop-up art thing and they do like body painting and all of that stuff and he's sharing his artwork there. So somebody, this could be something similar where yeah, because we got like the Winter Park Art Festival here. So somebody, I feel like you're an artist. God wants you to go out more and share your work. It says it takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. So don't worry about the reach. I always tell people, just start doing it, y'all. Just start doing it because it does take time to build up. Y'all, I've been doing this now for a couple of years. It's taking me time to build my platforms. It's taking me time to build up all of this stuff that I'm doing, y'all. It happened for some people overnight, but that's not everybody's plan, y'all. Like I look at some of these people on YouTube who got 250,000, 100,000 followers in like 6 months and shit. Them motherfuckers either hit an algorithm stride because it is algorithm driven or it's people driven, y'all. And motherfuckers that look like me, it ain't many of us out here because y'all know these algorithms is not for folk with this color skin. Stop playing. I saw this Armenian reader and I love him, y'all. Y'all know my little guy here, Armenian guy. I love him. But that man ain't fantastic. It ain't nothing about him that's significant, y'all. And that man got damn 200,000 followers in like a year or some shit. 200,000 subscribers, right? But I be like, you know what? We just gonna keep fighting this thing out, y'all. But that's why we have to support each other. Y'all listen to all of that shit and then y'all, look, that's crazy. I just talked about Mike and I just got an alert from his thread, y'all. Literally, I was just talking about him. Y'all, so I'm gonna tell you, y'all, it's not made for us. And when you understand that, you just gotta continue to build and grow your own damn community. And I don't mean no harm by it, y'all, but it is plenty people that pass through here. They love my content. They see my skin and they don't want to listen to no black girl. Stop playing. This is the world we fucking live in. And I am always going to be honest about that. Every motherfucker that be talking about, oh, it's not like that anymore. Tell Trayvon Martin that shit. Tell all these other people currently in 2026 that shit, y'all full of shit. I ain't gonna never be the one to be talking about, oh no, everything is equal. Hell no, that shit ain't equal. Now I don't complain about it because I don't give a fuck. God is on my side. I'm always gonna come out winning. But is this world equal for people of color? Fuck no. Ain't nobody gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all that shit is equal. Thank you, love. People don't want to talk about it because they make it uncomfortable. People feel uncomfortable because they know their ass is privileged and you trying to get that shit out the mud. And it's just real, y'all. It's just real. All right. So somebody, don't be impatient with your art. All right. Don't be impatient with your art. All right. Watch your obligations. All right. It says you have some prior contracts or commitments that still need to be fulfilled before you can completely move on to the next stage of your journey. All right. But diplomat is here. All right. So it says you, with your uncanny ability to form connections and human relationships, you serve as a bridge between worlds. All right. So let's see what this is, y'all. So I feel like you are going to meet somebody at a networking event. All right. And this is going to allow you to form some type of partnership. What you need to know most, y'all, is to embrace the unknown. Because you got fresh ideas, y'all. I got fresh ideas. So you got to stay open-minded, y'all, so that you can understand your creative spark. A lot of times, y'all, we are stuck in these creative loops of not being able to create simply because you have to be able to stop and reflect. All right, stop and reflect is here. All right, so pause, y'all, on your journey to appreciate how far you've come, right, and where you're headed. Somebody, you're an artist, but you got to be patient because you do have a lot of commitments right now. There's a lot of fortune here, all right, and partnerships available to you. All right, I heard collaborations, y'all, because I don't even pay attention to them people on TikTok, y'all, but I said I'm going to do that more. Marky, I might need your help because I get a lot of collab invites, y'all, but I be busy as hell. So somebody, look, new world. Somebody, you finna get a whole new world. A whole new world is where we'll be. A brand new place. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard a whole new world. A whole new world, y'all. What's that, Aladdin? A whole new world. It says there are many more things for you to discover. So don't give up, right? Don't give up, y'all. There is a new world here, y'all, and you are going to experience, y'all. Somebody, you just got to network more. Like, you got to be able to get out, y'all. Like, you be sitting at the house talking about you want a new world. How that's going to take place, y'all? Yeah. So somebody, I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity on the direction that you need to go when you're looking at your career, y'all. But you got to do what? Choose wisely. It's always a choice, y'all. I tell people that anytime I look up, that thing be like, choose wisely. Why? Because you make choices, y'all, to build the bridge by which you are to get over to your next timeline. You build that bridge, y'all. All right, what else do we need to know about career? All right, it's coming through your strength. Leo energy, y'all. Strength card fell out. So somebody, your next career move, yeah, y'all. All right, somebody, your next career move is going to come through your strength to show people who have been broken financially and need to heal. Now, the star, let's cover her naked ass up. All right, we're going to cover her up. All right, but somebody, you could be Leo energy. In your career, you're supposed to show people, this could be people who have overcoming some type of financial lack. 10 of Pentacles with a star. All right, so it's like you're showing people how to overcome. Somebody, you could work with like athletes or famous people in investing, and you're showing them how to not spend all their damn money, y'all. Y'all know how people do the 10 of Pentacles in reverse with the strength and the star. So you could be working with celebrities, y'all, but you're showing them how to either overcome financial difficulties, maybe even broken homes, y'all, with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, the Fool, right? People who are just starting off in their journey. That's what I'm hearing God say. Like, you're going to help people that are just starting off in their journey and give them some type of support and strength, right, in their healing journey. Yeah, because some people have been in this thing a long time, y'all. Got the 9 of Wands in reverse that wanted to flip out. So somebody, your career is that of, yeah, you're going to help people release their past. 6 of Cups is in the reverse, y'all, with the everything is fine in the reverse. So these are people, y'all, that have literally been betrayed and beat down before in their past, y'all. This is past energy. Somebody, your job or what it is that you're supposed to be doing is helping people. Yeah, transform that shit. The Magician. Say that shit, y'all. The Magician. So somebody, you're helping people release their past when guess what? Everything hasn't been fine. Because not everything has been for people, y'all. Some people have been, I'm talking about through some shit. Right through some shit, y'all. And you're going to partner with other people to help them transform their life. I love that. I heard makeovers. Somebody, if you are some type of art, like makeup artist, hair artist, I heard transformations. Somebody, you need to start recording it though, right? Like, you need to start recording the transformations. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, if you don't have clients, do that shit for free. Do it for free, y'all. How I got good is when I first started reading, I would just read for my family and friends for free, y'all, just so I could get better. You ain't got to charge for every damn thing you building, y'all. What did I just say? You have to build the bridge by which you cross over, right? You got to build the bridge. Sometimes you're going to have to do stuff for cheap. Sometimes you're going to have to do shit for free so that you can build the bridge, y'all. So somebody you are. So there's somebody in this energy who you are going to show people how to create their life, the Magician, right? Co-create their life and start over after they have had a very difficult past. And guess what? It ain't fine. I heard shelter, like people that have been living in a shelter, y'all. All right, somebody, I got the Queen of Swords in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles. All right, somebody, who you a human lie detector, child. I heard human lie detector, child. All right, somebody, you have a field of communication. This could be journalism. All right, communication though. Knight of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be an arbitrator, especially with the Six of Pentacles here, y'all. But it's like in the middle, you are bringing two people together who lack the skills to communicate. All right, and let me tell you, y'all, even a speech coach, like somebody, you could be a speech coach. You need that, y'all. Or like people who don't, they have like speech impediments and you teach people how to speak properly, right? So you got to understand that. So somebody, you are like, you, maybe you have great communication skills and you're going to teach other people how they can communicate. I'm hearing linguistics. Is linguistics? Is that a thing? I heard linguistics. Oh no, y'all, not logistics, but linguistics. I'm hearing that. I don't even know if that's a damn word. All right. But somebody, you're gonna be able to bring people together. Yeah. All right, King of Pentacles in reverse. All right, let's see. Somebody, you're gonna teach people how to recover from financial difficulties. People who've been stuck. Yeah. All right, budgeting, y'all. All right, somebody, you could be in the financial analytics or something like that. I'm seeing people building budgets. Somebody, you're going to teach people who have lost a lot materialistically, who don't know how to really budget their money. Somebody, you could be into finance. I'm hearing finance. Yeah, somebody, you could be a finance professional and you're showing people how to be more, make decisions not based on emotions is what I'm hearing, right? Instead of making decisions based on emotions, you're showing people how to let go of their materialism and truly budget for pentacles, y'all. So somebody, you could be into finance, all right, or you need to be into finance. All right, court system coming up, y'all. All right, somebody, you could be working in the justice system. All right, I got Justice, Knight of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody, you should be some type of lawyer. I heard corporate lawyer. All right, where you're taking people slowly through like an arbitration or rebuilding process. Oh no, this is domestic law. Four of Wands is in the reverse. Somebody, this could be family court. All right, family court with the Four of Wands in reverse, when people are now rebuilding, all right, financially, or you could be helping people in domestic situations where money is involved. I heard child support. All right, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. All right, y'all, beautiful career messages. All right, Seven of Wands, y'all. Somebody, you are a protector and a defender. What's the Seven of Wands? Four of Swords and Nine of Wands. Oh, I heard dream interpreter. I love that. Somebody, you in a dream interpretation. Yeah, it's like you some type of warrior in the dream state. Oh, now I gotta go to my other deck, y'all. I heard dream interpretation. Somebody, you interpret dreams great. Like literally, like you get a lot of downloads in your dreams, but you like some type of defender or protector in the dream world is what I heard. Like somebody, you be astral traveling, protecting people and shit in your dreams. That's why you wake up tired as hell, y'all. Somebody, you wake up tired as hell. Look, you wake up tired as hell, y'all. That thing says the path of a chosen one. This symbolizes the unique and predestined journey of an individual who is believed to have a special purpose or mission in their lifetime, y'all. The lit pathway amidst the dark woods represents the clarity and guidance they receive amidst challenges and uncertainties, emphasizing their determination and the divine light guiding their way. Like somebody, you are on the path of a chosen one, right? But you got to understand that, right? And somebody, you need to protect this path. That's what I'm saying too, right? With that Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, God said you got to get more rest. You got to get more rest. Yeah, because you're doing a lot. Look, High Priestess, I could never make it up. High Priestess, y'all. It says the High Priestess is a figure of a profound intuition, mystery, and spiritual insight. She embodies the deep inner knowledge that often remains unspoken or hidden, bridging the conscious and the subconscious realms, often associated with lunar energies and the divine feminine. The High Priestess holds the key to secrets and esoteric wisdom. She sits at the threshold of the unknown, guiding seekers towards enlightenment and understanding with a balanced blend of intellect and intuition. She navigates the realms of mystery with grace and poise. In many traditions, the High Priestess is considered the guardian of sacred rituals, ancient knowledge, and spiritual truth, offering guidance to those who seek to journey within and connect with the higher self. Her presence is a reminder of the vast depths that lie within each of us, waiting to be explored and understood. All right, that is the path of a chosen one, y'all. Right, 909 with 111, y'all. 909, y'all, is wisdom. All right, so somebody you have a lot of wisdom. All right, and you protect. I'm hearing a spiritual protector, like somebody you are. You're some type of spiritual protector or spiritual warrior, right? 9 of Wands. You're a generational curse breaker. It says you are chosen by God and your ancestors to break it, y'all. Yeah, guardian of the earth. Look at her, spiritual warrior. What did I say? Protector. There she go. That's the one I was seeing. That's what I was seeing. 3 from the bottom. I was seeing this card, y'all. Goddess warrior. Somebody, you are a goddess warrior, right? 444 protection. You protect the spirit realm, y'all. Like you protect the galaxy, guardian of the earth. See, somebody, you are a guardian of the earth. It says 444 protection, y'all. What is that? Warrior goddess. It says the angel number 444 is often interpreted as a sign of reassurance from the universe or the divine that you're on the right path and that the angels and higher powers are with you, offering strength and guidance. It is seen as a powerful symbol of protection and encouragement to stay focused on your life journey. You are a guardian of the earth. A chosen one's role is protectors and healers of our planet. Goddess warrior. I love it, y'all. Beautiful. So somebody you are literally walking the path out of a chosen one. And because of that, you're breaking some type of generational curses. It says you were chosen by God and your ancestors to break curses off of your bloodline. Generational curse breakers called to end toxic patterns that haunt their family's history, y'all. Ending family generational curses means taking the steps necessary to address past trauma, healing your bloodline once and for all. So all those that come after you won't have to experience the same pain and trauma. That's the only reason you really, really want to do your healing work, y'all. I do my healing work for my kids, for my legacy, for what I am building. If I heal, they never have to go through the shit that I've been through. Because when you heal, you teach your children out of healed energy versus broken energy. So the only reason that you continue to perpetuate generational curses is because nobody does the healing work. And then you do the same thing your mama did, and your kids do the same thing you did, and you keep that shit going, y'all. Somebody, you stood up and said, it stops with me. You stood up, y'all, and you said, it stops with me. Somebody, you are a goddess warrior, and you are not going to continue to carry down the same trauma generation after generation. It stops with you. I love that. And now you are a guardian of the earth. Beautiful energy, y'all. All right, let's get a few general messages, and I'm getting out of here, y'all. Like I said, I will be on TikTok at 1:11. All right, for afternoon, about an hour. All right, I'm trying to do various things today, y'all. So, but I did want to go on the TikTok. All right, it is Tea Tuesday. All right, afternoon tea on TikTok, y'all. I did post several readings to the channel yesterday. All right, so if you have not gotten a chance to check out the messages that were posted yesterday, please do so. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's get a few general messages, and then I'm going to end out with your angel numbers. All right, we'll end out with angel numbers. I think this goes in this deck. Yep. All right, this goes in this deck. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see. Any other final messages for the collective? All right, before we end out this morning's session, y'all, I am live every morning at 7:15. All right, pay attention today, y'all. All right, attention. It says focus, listen, awareness, observe. All right, unavailable. All right, sorry, we're closed, but still awesome. Somebody, you need to shut it down a little bit today is what I'm hearing God say. All right, because God wants you to pay attention, right? Sometimes you can give yourself or too much of your, action is at the bottom of the deck. So sometimes you can take too much action. Sometimes you just need to close up shop for a day, y'all. So somebody, I feel like if you feel tired or a shortage, inadequate, lacking, pay attention to your body. Yeah, harvest is here. Pay attention to your body, because reaping what you sown means that sometimes you just need to rest, y'all. Blessings, incoming wealth, y'all. Yeah, solitude. I told you. So you may want to be in a place of solitude today, y'all, because there's a lot of organic growth. Somebody, you eating street corn. I'm seeing street corn. All right. Or you like street corn. I'm seeing sunflowers as well, y'all. But there's a harvest that's taking place. So now while you're in this place of solitude, look, home, beautiful home. That keeps coming out too, y'all. So it's like now you set certain boundaries in your life, in the people around you, even in your home, y'all. Unavailable is here. So I'm gonna tell you, y'all, I feel like somebody, you need to embrace your solitude. I pay attention to what God is showing you, because there's someone or something you need to be unavailable to so that you can be in this energy of isolation. But it's for you to really secure your home, y'all. Look, protect it. I said secure your home and protect it came out. Safe from harm, keeping safe, y'all. So somebody, you got to protect your home. I'm telling you, I don't know what this message is. This is one of the closing messages. You got to protect your family, your home, and what you building. Yeah, somebody, you got to protect it. And it starts with a place of solitude, because you're going to walk into this harvest season, yeah, and somebody about to test you. Somebody about to test your gangster is what I just heard. Ooh, stop, y'all. Somebody about to test your what did I say? Somebody about to test your gangster. Enemies is at the bottom of the deck. Air energy, y'all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody you walked away from. Goodbye. Somebody you walked away from, somebody you became aware of what it is that they were doing, y'all. This is an enemy. This is an enemy. All right. You got to watch, y'all. I got eagles out here again. All right. Eagles, awareness, recognizing something, discernment, understanding, becoming known, y'all. And then there's an ending. So I feel like, y'all, somebody you walked away from, God is saying a simple reminder, y'all, continue to protect yourself and continue to be unavailable, y'all. Betrayal. I don't know what the hell. Betrayal, y'all. This has been the energy today. Literally from the first message damn near through the end, y'all. So all I'm saying is this: with attention, being out here, and fucking awareness, somebody, this is a message. You got to be aware, because this is Jupiter in Leo. This is about expansion, y'all. It is about growth. And now that you are expanding and you are growing, you got to be aware of the people around you, y'all. That is the divine journey. That is the high priestess. That is the empress. You got to be aware of the people around you, because if you are not, you will lose everything that God is about to bless you with, y'all. That's that expansion energy, all right? So somebody, you are now aware of the betrayals and you walked away. Keep it that way, y'all. With unavailable out here in the damn truth. Stop playing, y'all. Truth. All right, honesty, y'all. So somebody, you are now standing on your integrity, your honesty, and your ethics. And guess what? You finna dominate. Dominance. You finna dominate, y'all. All right, somebody, whatever field you are in, it is your mind power. I'm seeing the power of the brain, y'all. Oh, I love it, y'all. You are better than ever. Unlimited. Say that shit, y'all. Unlimited. It says not no limit. Can't be touched, y'all. Like you, whatever you doing right now, collective, you are dominating the energy and it cannot be stopped. It said no boundaries. Anything is possible, y'all. Somebody, you could be Indian, like tribal Indian, y'all. Somebody, butterflies come to you and sit on your damn shoulder, y'all. You are dominating whatever this is, y'all. Stop playing. And now you know it. Discovered. Somebody, now you know it. You have discovered that you have unlimited power to do what? Create. Creation is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Earth energy. All right, earth energy, y'all. Somebody, you so damn grounded that right now you can literally create whatever you want, y'all. You are creating your future. You are literally creating your future, y'all, because you have now grounded your energy, earth energy here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, where now you're strong, you're grounded, you're mature, right? You stay attached to the elements, and now your creations will take off, y'all. Your creations will. See, a lot of times we couldn't move forward in certain things that you were creating simply because you were not grounded. At the point you become grounded, y'all, guess what? Now your creation abilities is unlimited, y'all. Somebody, there is no limit to what you can create at this time. Because you focus your intentions, y'all. Say that shit. Somebody, you simply focused your intentions. When you rest, when God says rest, when you work, when God says work, that is how you are intentional. Some days I rest, some days I work. If God say rest, I don't do no fucking work. If God say work, I do work. Today is a work day. Hello. All right. I got 2 more personal readings. I think I sent 2 more out yesterday. I got a couple more to do today. I'm going live at 1:11. I will have the trauma registration open today too, y'all. We're having a session next Thursday on trauma bonds. How to identify if you are in a trauma bond. All right. That session will be a Zoom session because that will be a teaching session, but it will be posted on Discord as well as my website to register, y'all. All right. That will come with a workbook. You need to purchase the workbook before the session. The workbook is only $11.11, but you need to purchase it. So I will upload it today, and I want to give everybody about a week and a half to purchase it because we're going to go through the journal on the session. All right. It is a 17 pages. I created a workbook to identify trauma bonds, y'all, because a lot of times y'all be with people and it be a trauma bond. All right. Miracles today, y'all. Beautiful energy. All right. So stay focused on your goals, y'all, and the truth. And when you do that, God shows you the miracles, y'all. Miracles. It says goal, deep focus. All right. So somebody work on specific, measurable, agreed, realistic, time-bound, ethical, and recorded goals, y'all. Set your goals and then walk into the unknown. Beautiful. Set your goals, y'all, and then walk into the unknown. All right, y'all, let's get into your angel number. Somebody, you're a shaman. And God wants you to operate in a level of freedom so that you can truly experience the health and the wealth that God wants you in. Somebody, you're being initiated into your journey. The shaman, y'all. It says spiritual magician, master manifester, divinator, sage, right? You are a manipulator of the spiritual realm. You finna be debt free, y'all. That thing says freedom and health. And this has been your initiation. Let's start the journey, y'all. Beginning something, accepted into something. And now there's an evolution of growth that is taking place so that you can walk into this powerful ass energy. Somebody, you're very powerful. And because of that, God says you are going to celebrate because you begin to accept you for you. When you begin to accept you, then you come into partner agreements with other people who have divine gifts. These people who have these divine gifts will want to work with you in a trade. Somebody, this could be medicine or medicinal or herbal medicine. You have a choice to make though, because you have to release control. Control is in the reverse. Somebody, if this is about a union, God is restoring the innocence, right? The innocence of a twin flame union. Hello. God is restoring the innocence. This shit was predestined, y'all, when y'all were babies. God is restoring the innocence to somebody's twin flame union. Yeah, y'all have had some challenges in love. Y'all have. Y'all have had challenges in love. It has not been easy, but you've inspired somebody's confidence. Right? You've inspired somebody's confidence. And guess what? You were accurate, divine feminine. Whatever the pieces of the puzzle that you have been putting together, yes, you are absolutely correct, y'all. You are as the divine feminine. And you got to understand it is your faith and your belief that will get you the abundance that you are accumulating. That is your wealth, y'all. And you got people around you who want to work with you as a team. Why? Because your ancestors said so. Hello. Thank you, Linda. Because your ancestor said so, y'all. Your ancestor said it. Now, I told you, somebody want to come back and ask for forgiveness. This could be a soulmate, y'all. You got to decide what you want to do with that. Why? Because I told you, this is your soulmate, y'all. Divine masculine. Hello. Somebody coming up in the energy. All right. You got a divine masculine who is a soulmate. This person wants your forgiveness, y'all. Yeah, God told them to assist you. You are a star seed, y'all. Star seed is here. Right? You are a star seed, and this person was supposed to assist you. So guess what, y'all? That shit been stagnant as hell, but God said you winning. Victory is here. Somebody was playing. They had to grow up, y'all. This person was a jokester. They had to grow up. You finna win, y'all. Somebody, you could be a water sign. God says continue on your rituals, y'all. You got a little good fortune. This person is reliable. Do your damn research because you manifested it. Hello. You manifested it, y'all. Let's get y'all angel numbers. You manifested it. You know what you prayed for, y'all. Stop playing. You know what you prayed for. And ain't nobody pray for no broken homes. Ain't nobody pray for nobody to dog them out. Ain't nobody pray for nobody to lie to them and cheat on them. Ain't nobody pray for that shit, y'all. So if you realize you getting something that you never asked for, stop taking that shit, y'all. That's simple. When you realize that you're getting something that you never asked for, stop taking it. All right, let's get into your angel numbers, y'all, as we end out today's live. All right. I pray you guys are having an amazing morning, y'all, and an even better rest of the day. All right. I will be live on TikTok at 1:11. I do have other readings coming out on this channel at 3:33. All right. I have two other messages I channel that are coming out today at one at 3:33. The other will probably be closer to 6 or 7. All right, but y'all will get at least 2 to 3 readings on the channel. I told y'all I'm working today, man. Damn it, I'm being intentional. I'm working today. I'm being intentional. All right, y'all will have a channel message on Discord for the general as well as twin flames. I've already been intentional about the messages that I'm going to bring forth today, even on Discord. All right, so tune in, y'all, to all platforms because your girl is being intentional today, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get into these angel numbers. All right, your first number, y'all. Oh, whatever your favorite number is. All right, this is a blank card. So whatever your favorite number is, y'all, put it in the comments. All right, whatever your favorite number is, put it in the comments. I love it. Oh, I smell food. My daughter must be cooking in there, y'all. Ooh. All right, y'all. What is the next message? All right, 1111, y'all. My favorite number. 1, 2, 3 on the views, y'all. Put 1111 in the comments, y'all. All right, 1111 says, I am awakening. All right. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you wake up to who you truly are. All right, wake up to who you truly are, y'all. All right, wake up to who you truly are. Woo, the number 31. All right, somebody, you could be born on the 31st. 3 and 1 is 4. 4 is about stability. All right, you could be a life path 4. It says, I am disciplined. All right, it says, your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. All right, your mind is stirring with creative ideas and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. All right, the number 31. Oop, all right. The next number is 12. I am a visionary. I am a visionary. Y'all, what is that? I love that. Yeah. That's 3 again, y'all. 1 and 2 is 3. You could be a life path 3. It says creativity is a driving force. All right. Creativity is a driving force in your life. All right. Your imagination is rich and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways. All right. The next number, 111, y'all. Beautiful. All right. 111. It says, I am creative. We getting a lot of 3s out here, y'all. All of this is creation. I love that. 1 and 2 is 3. 111 is 3. 3 and 1 is 4. 1111 is 4. All right. Beautiful, y'all. I am a leader. The number 28. It says, I am a leader. It says, in an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team towards achievement. I am a leader. All right, y'all. Okay, out 3. Something going on with 3. Something going on with 3, y'all. Okay. Now, God created the heavens and the earth in 3 days. God created man on the 6th day. There is something going on, y'all, in the expansion. Yeah, this is that Leo and Jupiter energy, y'all. Somebody, I don't know what you are creating, but y'all, that thing is, look, triple zeros. Triple zeros, y'all. You got infinite energy, and whatever this is you are creating, y'all, expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating. The number 2, y'all. All right, it says, I am diplomatic. You have a great talent for finding solutions. All right. And let me tell you, y'all, you got to understand that life path 2s, y'all are great decision makers because you're diplomatic, right? You'll weigh it out. Like you'll weigh it out. So if you are a true life path 2, then you're very balanced, y'all. All right, so I'm going to get the final number out. Now, y'all see the numbers that are out. So don't guess one of these numbers because the number ain't going to come back out. So now we get to the part, y'all get to guess the final number. Now, if your number comes out, you will receive 1 free question. All right, you have to go to the Discord and send me the question. I got to send back the questions from yesterday. I usually send them back either the same day or the next day, depending on how busy I am. But I will be sending back the ones from yesterday today. All right. So y'all see what's out here, right? So we got 11, 11, 12, 31, 111, 28, 3, 000, and 2. Don't put these numbers in because they ain't going to come out again. Okay. So let's, y'all moderators, y'all ready? When I see the green sign, we are going to go. All right. When y'all see the green gold signs right now, put your angel numbers in the comments. What do you feel like the next angel number will be? All right. When y'all see the red sign, we will stop. I will tell the moderators when to stop. All right. For now, y'all go ahead and put your numbers in. I'm going to pull it off the top so that there is no mistaking where we end at. All right. All right, y'all. Let's stop. So when y'all see the red stop signs go up, all right. All right, there you go. All right, y'all, let's get this final number. All right, what is the final number? All right, the final number, y'all, is 333. Who got 333? Now, I know somebody better got 333. Now, my God. All right, did anybody get 333? All right, it says, I am powerful. Marky, oh my God. Anybody got 333? It says you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of your humanity. Live your truth and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. All right, give me the names of everybody that got the 333, y'all, and send me your questions on Discord. If you're not on my Discord, y'all, Marky will drop the link. All you got to do is go to the link. Make sure y'all download the Discord app, right? Download the app, go to the link, and then just message me on Discord with your question. I send it back in a voice memo right on Discord. That is the quickest way, y'all. I can't be going to emails and all of that shit, right? So just send it me on Discord. I literally record a voice memo and I send you your reading back. All right, y'all? Yeah, it did, Alara. It answered. Yeah. All right, so we got Marky, Alara, Naya, and Teeny Baby. All right, I love it. All right, y'all know we do this every live. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, we're probably gonna do it on we'll probably do it on my TikTok. I'll see. All right, because sometimes we be having a lot of damn people on TikTok. All right, but I'm gonna go live at 1:11 on TikTok, y'all, for afternoon tea. All right, make sure y'all have my TikTok handle, moderators. Y'all can drop my TikTok. Anyone that does not follow me on TikTok, follow. We'll have afternoon tea at 1:11. That's Eastern time. All right, 1:11 Eastern time is afternoon tea, and that will be on TikTok. Bailey, okay. Bailey, okay. And it doesn't matter. Okay, y'all just let me know. You know, I just be waiting on somebody to message me and tell me what their question is. So all right, y'all. I pray you guys have okay, awesome. I pray you guys have a wonderful day, y'all. Love and light as always, the Lady Empath 1111. I hope y'all have an amazing day, y'all. Meet me on the Discord. I'll be posting messages on Discord, music on Discord. Check out the readings that I channeled yesterday here on this channel. And then, of course, meet me live on TikTok at 1:11 this afternoon. Yes, Marky, because you can't have no rollover. This is not like vacation time. Marky, this is not vacation time. You cannot come at me with 5 questions at once. So you need to use your questions, ma'am. All right, y'all. I'm going to rest for about an hour and then I'll be on Discord in a little bit, y'all. Checking messages because I know some of y'all have already messaged me. So I always try to rest for about an hour after my live and then I'll start checking messages and get back with y'all. All right, have a beautiful day, collective. Oh, I'm hungry, y'all. I think my baby cooking. I smell bacon or something going on in there, y'all. Now my stomach growling. Let me go eat breakfast. Woo, child, I love it.